Still kind of setting up, so just enjoy the ambiance. Excuse me.
I like you. I like sex. It's nice.
What up, man? Short stream today, but I'm still setting up. Sorry, I don't have a pre-stream screen just yet.
Deep wang, 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 deep wang.
Dog, I'm trying to focus right now. Give me 2 minutes and then we'll legit start stream. I'm just setting up. Alright, fine. Fine. We'll start stream now. Jesus Christ, how you guys doing? How do you guys even know when I go live? Because I know there's stream notifications. Also, I changed the camera. That's why I was setting up white balance and shit. Anyways, how can you tell notifications? No, but I got that on my phone too. And I subscribed to, well, I used to Pay Money Wubby for like 2 years. I never got a notification. I just watched for 7:30 on the dot. Alright, I still do have to piss. I was thinking I'd start stream. Okay, this is why. Look at this shit. Okay, hold on. Look at this. Read the title of that. That's not a joke. I was like, I gotta go live right now. You gotta change it in your settings. P-break. I changed a lot of settings, actually. A lot. I changed camera settings since I've been, last time I streamed. I changed bitrate settings since last, yeah. I changed the camera. Now I'm just adjusting to the position. You might be able to actually read Monroe now. Anyways, yeah, let me piss. Y'all can watch this for a second. This is what I was watching until I saw that. I saw that on the side. I was like, I'll go live in like an hour, maybe 2 hours. Like just a little short stream. And then I saw this. This interested me so much. I'm like, I gotta get ready right now. So, enjoy this. I'll be right back.
Producer A-Track in the spotlight. He immediately started booking larger venues and tours. Funny enough, he never made any money from the song.
That Project X money must have stayed from.
Oh no, I make nothing on his roll. That's a flat fee, remix fee. I got paid a very small amount in 2009.
You know, how many shows did he get on?
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. I mean, it would be nice because I heard it's triple platinum.
After this calculated 4-step process making this film feel as real as possible, it released in March of 2012 and was a certified smash hit, grossing $100 million worldwide. Critics pretty much universally hated the movie, with publications like NPR calling it a nasty piece of work. However, there was a point brought up by many critics that was definitely true, and they kinda predicted the future. Todd McCarthy from The Hollywood Reporter wrote, "The wrap-up does not spare the boys, and Thomas in particular, of life-changing consequences for their delinquency, but a certain self-justifying feel-good impulse compels the filmmakers to imply that, even if they do nothing further of note in their lives, they'll always have this." And Patrick Gamble from Cineview had a very similar opinion. What's most repugnant about Project X is its utter lack of moral consciousness, with the overriding message being that such disregard for property and community deserves little more than a slap on the wrist. At first glance, these reviews come off as old people yelling at teenagers for having fun, but they are accurate here. After the SWAT team comes in, the town catches on fire, and everyone escapes the party running for their lives, the trio get abundant news coverage, become legends at their high school, resulting in a a standing ovation from classmates. Thomas is still able to get the girl that loves him, and they showed just a quick still of the consequences he faced, which were disturbing the peace, contributing to the delinquency of minors, and inciting a riot. Despite this, Costa is invited onto the news to promote his next party.
Would you like to apologize?
I got a better idea. How about I invite you to my next party?
What?
Yeah, you heard me, sugar.
So is it crazy to think that a movie depicting in the most realistic way possible an epic party where the host ends up as a legend who gets the girl and a little slap on the wrist would inspire teenagers all around the world to do the same thing? If you said no, it's just a movie and everyone knows it's fake, you'd be wrong. It didn't happen once, not twice, but so many times I can't even tell you about all of them in this video. But here are some of the craziest ones. Now, it's been widely speculated that Project X is inspired by an infamous party thrown by 16-year-old Australian Corey Worthington, but this speculation has actually been denied by the producers and cast.
Because it's based on real people, like that Aussie guy, that Corey Worthington.
Not really. I mean, it's kind of.
No, this is really. I mean,
This is different.
On January 12th, 2008, Corey Worthington learned his parents were going on vacation to celebrate the new year, so he hatched a plan to throw a party while he had the house to himself. Corey and his friends started to advertise the party on their MySpace and Facebook when the word spread like wildfire. The party was meant to be a small gathering, but soon turned into a full-blown rager. More than 500 people showed up, and the crowd was so large the party spilled out into the street. The crowd got out of control, and people started to throw glass and bricks and break neighbors' mailboxes. There were hundreds of kids causing destruction for no reason. The first police unit backed off until they were reinforced by a helicopter, dogs, and more well-equipped officers. After a few hours, police finally got the crowd to disperse. This made national headlines in Australia, but what made it so iconic was Corey's image and attitude when being interviewed on A Current Affair Australia.
Take off your glasses and apologize to us.
I'll say sorry, but I'm not taking off my glasses.
But what would you say to other kids who were thinking of partying when their parents are out of town?
Get me to do it for you.
Get you to do it for you. Not don't do it.
Nah, get me to do it for you. Best party ever so far. That's what everyone's been saying, so...
Maybe the Project X producers denied Corey as being
Okay.
the inspiration because it would look
Now
like
the
they
stream
approve
starts.
of
How
his
we doing,
behavior,
everyone?
Because it only took a few days.
We got
after
an
the film's
interesting
release for a
stream,
Project
but I know
X-inspired
this VOD
party
is
to
going to be
turn
deleted,
deadly.
so
On
that's why I
March
threw that in the
14th,
title.
2012, just 13 days after
Because
the
we
film's
got some
initial
embarrassing
release, 1,000 high school
shit
and
about
college
your
age
boy
students in Houston,
after
Texas,
the
attempted
interview
to
we
recreate
watched.
the events of
But yeah, it's
Project
just mostly
X,
bullshit
but it
tonight.
turned
Secret
deadly.
stream, you know
It
how
was
it goes.
being advertised as a
All right.
fun party with
Let me
promises
throw
of
this up.
free alcohol and drugs. Women who
Not this. We're done with that. We're done with that. We're done with that. This is, oh Jesus Christ. Sorry, headphone users. I'm trying to throw this up. Where is it? Video. Oh, there we go. Yep, this. Oh my God. We'll just throw it right there. I don't know why it's shaped like that. Hold on. Y'all are seeing the magic happen. There we go. All right, we're getting there. Hold on. Yoink, bitch. Right there. All right, did you guys see the title? Or you need it again? So it is JYNXZI interviewing Moist Critikal, otherwise known as Penguin Zero, aka Charlie. The Charlie. That's why I was like, I gotta go live right now. All right, here. There we go. I haven't even seen Charlie on screen. Or screen. Sorry, I'm still running off my pre-workout. Yeah, as soon as I saw this, I had to go live. All right, here we go.
Title
Just bullshit.
is not deception. We landed the big penguins. Moist Critikal interview, JYNXZI podcast, episode 2. All we ask so that we can keep the lights on is that you click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell, and drop a like on the video. Dude, so thanks for coming on.
Hey, no problem at all, man.
Yeah, bro, it's actually insane because I was telling you a while ago, but dude, I've been watching your videos like forever, dude. So this is cool for me, bro. Like this is really cool.
You don't expect someone
because,
like
I
JYNXZI
always
to watch
saw
it.
Your YouTube channel as like if I'm like, I don't know how to explain it, but like if I'm eating food or something, I'll throw on one of your videos every time, bro.
That's the way to do it.
No, it is, man, because it's like you can't eat without watching YouTube, right? You know
Well,
what
yeah,
I mean?
I mean, that's tradition at this point. It's become so integrated into society like that. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, and like.
Is it just me or does he sound different?
The opposite brands of content, because like,
Hey, buddy, you want to say hi?
I'm like full on like TikTok generation. You're like a OG YouTuber, like from ground one.
I think in a lot of ways, though, there's similarities. Like, you do what you want. Like, you do the content that's fun for you. I don't see you as like that corpo shill, just like playing algorithms or formulas and anything like that. I think you're in a lot of the same space as me when it comes to that mentality.
I love JYNXZI's stuff with
Dude,
sketch.
I think,
It is
I
really
didn't even
funny.
notice it until I got out.
Have you
like,
seen this
when we
yet?
did the
Oh,
like when I went
well, I
to
doubt
your,
it.
Like compound, like for the
This
first few
just
times, like,
released.
bro, you have so many like side projects and stuff.
Oh,
Like
hold
it's
on.
actually so.
That's
cool.
gonna
Like,
bother me on
dude,
stream.
You have comic books.
There
you have,
we
like, your
go.
own
Now it's
esports team,
seamless.
Like you have your own podcast. Like, bro, you literally do like everything. It's sick.
Can I be real? Hold on. Can I be real? With the first episode of JYNXZI's podcast, I really thought like that was it. It was just gonna be him and JYNXZI. But this is a big surprise, at least to me.
Exciting, and you're doing that same thing as well. Like now you're branching out with this show right here. I mean, it's what makes it so exciting to constantly do new things.
Yeah, because like I don't know, because when you're just doing one thing, it's just like it's so easy to get laser focused and forget about everything else.
And it gets stale.
Yeah, it gets stale, exactly. And like I don't know, because would you say like your YouTube, like how much effort would you say you put into your videos?
So it depends on the video.
I was about to
So
say
a normal day-to-day video where
he
it's
should have
like,
talked about that
like,
more. I was
found
curious about
something
JYNXZI
stupid
and
that I
why
wanna
he
talk about,
started
if
the
there's, like, a
podcast.
weird news story going on. That's like
Oh, I'm good.
maybe an hour of like looking into it a bit and then just shooting the shit. I turn the camera on and I just start goofing around with it.
Oh
And then
no!
there's, like, a
Oh, I
wrestling
caught
league,
it! I
which is
caught it!
At
Oh
least
my
3 weeks worth of
God.
planning, getting like the performers and then coming up with the storyline. And then
What
shooting it.
the
So that's like a
fuck,
month
bro?
or so just for that production for one video.
So it all just depends on the
Yeah.
style.
Oh my
Depending on the type
God!
that we're doing.
Dude, because like I mean
Oh,
basically
yeah.
whenever there's like news, like you're kind of like you're like the how do I say this? You're like the
Jesus
Keemstar that everybody
Christ,
doesn't
that
know.
was
You know what I'm
close.
saying? People actually like you. You know what I
Close.
mean? Because I feel like you give like very like unbiased takes, but like it comes from like a place of like you actually do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like because I've seen you'll do
There.
live, like you'll
How's
be
that?
streaming and you'll react to stuff live. Like I've caught some of those and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you actually give like good takes on stuff and it's not just like you're just spitting off the cuff.
Appreciate it, man. It's fun. I usually
How's that,
just
huh?
cover things that I think are
Don't laugh at my
fun,
feet.
not necessarily what I think is important to
that.
cover, unless it's something like really like an extenuating
Jesus
circumstance.
Christ,
so as long as I'm having fun
man.
with it, I'll spend like a lot of time invested in it. Even like the really dumb shit. Like I was watching
guys-
forklift
oh my
Olympics
God. You guys are
videos
on
the
an
other day,
ad?
yesterday. I found the Stapler Cup. It's like this professional German
God
forklift circuit.
damn
I was
it, man. I can't believe
fixated on
that
it.
just
I was cheering
fell.
for all the teams. I was learning the rules. So I get like invested, and I feel that way with like a lot of news stories as well.
Dude, that's insane. You found a
There.
forklift
How's
like,
that?
Yeah,
tournament?
the Stapler Cup, baby, the Truck Lift Driving Championship Series.
That's
Bro,
okay.
that's actually
All
insane.
right. Jesus
no, 'cause,
Christ.
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like
Not me. Yo, what's
basically,
up, baby
obviously,
girl?
whenever
What's
there's
up,
something
man?
really big
I just
happening,
caught
like-
my camera
like
from
the Playboy
falling.
Cardi stream, like,
Hold
I saw
on.
your video on that. That was like the funniest.
You guys
part.
may have been on an ad break. Oh no, I know. CCAT, subscribe. My God, so much is happening right now. But what was I saying? Oh, I was pulling my mic, and the cord I think was wrapping around my tripod, and it knocked my camera over. So I shot my hand forward and caught it. Damn, bro, you're the real Spider-Man. That just had my heart race. My camera's like my life. My camera's been thick and thick through me. Oh God, I worded that wrong. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Whew, I need to rewind at least 2 minutes.
Do it a bit, and then
Okay.
just shooting the shit. I turn the camera on and I just start
Jesus
goofing around with
Christ.
it. But then there's like our wrestling league, which is at least 3 weeks worth of planning, getting like the
See if Richard
performers
cares if
and
I
then
join him.
coming up with the story.
Oh my God.
So that's like a month or so just for that production for one video.
So it all just depends on the style.
Depends on the type that we're doing.
Dude, because like, I mean, basically whenever there's like news, like you're kind of like, you're like the how do I say this? You're like the Keemstar that everybody doesn't hate. You know what I'm saying? People actually like you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you give like very like unbiased takes, but like it comes from like a place of like you're doing research. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've seen you'll do live, like you'll be streaming and you'll react to stuff live. Like I've caught some of those, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you actually give like good takes on stuff, and it's not just like you're just spitting off the cuff.
Appreciate it, man. It's fun. I usually just cover things that I think are fun, not necessarily what I think is important to cover, unless it's something like really like an extenuating circumstance. So as long as I'm having fun with it, I'll spend like a lot of time invested in it. Even like the really dumb shit. Like I was watching Forklift Olympics videos the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
I found the Stapler Cup. It's like this professional German forklift circuit, and I was fixated on it. I was cheering for all the teams.
Yo, I'm a starter on my team, and I'm so fucking happy. Congrats. Oh, fuck yeah, man.
As well.
Oh, yeah. How'd your game go the other night? Also, I forgot to ask you this the other night. If I did a VR stream, like I did that once, would you ever do that with me? Because I know I met you over VR, so that's why I'm like, might be cool to like re-meet you, you know? Because it's been, what, 3 years since last time I talked to you?
Just watching your commentary on that.
That was a great stream. What a banger.
Dude, because it's like, it was literally 6 minutes, but it was probably the best 6 minutes of my life just watching that stream.
Well, you also have to remember, it was 6 minutes.
Okay, we lost 13-1, and yes, of
10
course.
minutes of like idle animations they
but
were doing
awesome.
back and forth.
Damn,
super
to
cute.
the first part.
Bro,
Are they
was
just
awesome.
AFK?
Dude, because like, okay, my next question is like, obviously you're kind of like one of the, you're like the
I know I'm like kind of talking over this, and I said I really want to watch it, but I also feel like I have to entertain.
Tom Brady of YouTube. You've been doing.
They will stats every year, so I don't really mind the loss. Win. Oh, nice.
Doing YouTube for like how long?
I started when I was 11.
Gears of War 2. Pretty sure.
Been a minute.
Wait, you're 29, right?
Yeah.
So you've been doing YouTube for 18 years.
Roughly, yeah. I had a channel before this one, but that one is sadly no longer with us.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So okay.
That goes way back in his history too.
Bro, like for me, like when I got into content, it was like a couple years ago, so it was a lot easier. Like, you know, you have your Elgatos, you have your Blue Yetis. Like, how did you even get started on that? Because like back then it was just so. It was like a
let's
new
see if
world,
they join.
Right?
Yeah. So when I first started, when I was
Yo, just let me know when you want to do that live. Probably a couple weeks. Oh, real quick. I know this VOD will get destroyed because I'm talking about embarrassing shit later, but I'm getting a big like sleeve tattoo to finish my forearm in 2 weeks. I am not going to be live for about 4 days straight. And I told you at the beginning of the year, my rule is I'm not going to be offline more than 3 days. Today's my 3rd day since last time. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you guys know. It's the 9th of March when I'm getting it.
And I did that for a little while, and then eventually I got really into a game
What
called
up,
Gears of War.
man?
And I got a little camera.
I heard Gears of War.
I like sex.
What's for dinner? I'm starving myself. Hold on. Pause.
Them myself.
Did I not just snipe that? Also, you like the new camera position? I kind of like it. Like when I'm looking at the game, it kind of feels like I'm looking at you guys. It's kind of like chat's over here. No way, my other game is on the 9th. Yeah, that's my next tattoo. I just booked it today. I really like this guy's design. He's doing a deal. What up, man? I'm like, oh, nothing much. No worries. I'll hop on stream. Sick. Yeah, if... Oh, shit. It's not on the game. Yeah, if I get distracted, that's why. Big smooches. Also, you cool with suicide? Oh, can I say that word? Or also, are you cool with level 8 difficulty? I don't know if I can say that word on Twitch. Can you say, you know, undead? Or you're taking your dead? You know what I mean? Taking your life. Can you say that word? Because look, this is the difficulty I unlocked. I was warming up with hard. That. See at the bottom? Between E and Q? I can't say that word. Oh wait, I got impossible now. And then it's hell dive. Ooh, but I'm good on this. I've been racking up points on this. Sorry, all right, let's go back. This is where the ADHD kicks in.
And then eventually I got really into a game called Gears of War.
Yep.
And
I sniped that. I knew he was from Gears of War.
I got a little camcorder.
What's up? Where are these from? Kyle Clutch? Who's that?
And I've set it up on my parents' step stool in front of the screen to record my gameplay because I watched a guy called Niz Mojo make a montage, and I was like, this guy's pretty good, but I'm probably better. I can do this. So I started recording it. That's when I started making my own videos. But prior to that, it was
What'd you make
mainly
for dinner?
just
Sorry, I was on a
taking
rant.
other people's
Damn, you
shit.
can't
I
see
actually
it?
posted
No, I
Soulja
can.
Boy's
It's like,
music on my channel way
it's
before
super
he
small
had
for
a
me.
YouTube
Is it
channel or
Helldivers shit?
anything, and that was
Or is
my
that
big
Monty
thing for a bit.
Python? I can't
started
tell,
doing
man.
my
It's
own
so
with a
small.
camcorder. I went to a Dazzle Platinum capture card. From that to a Hop Hog, and then now we get to the Elgato era.
Yeah. Dude, so when you were like 11, you were just like re-uploading?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you're like ahead of your time, dude.
I saw the future. I knew where it was going.
Bro, because like if you look at like TikTok, that's literally all it is. Like people call them like clippers, but I mean it helps streamers obviously. Bro, that's like people literally just re-upload other people's content.
Yeah, 100%. I watched a video the other day about a guy who makes 15K
Is this the right
a month
plan?
by
Hold
just
on, I'm
taking
planning this
popular
out.
streamers'
It's been-
clips and
there we
putting
go.
them in the shorts.
Yep. No, yeah, I mean, bro, there's literally so many people who do that because it's the easiest job ever. You're just sitting on like a computer re-uploading other people's content.
It's super smart, yeah.
And the streamers don't get mad.
You know what's fun? You know what's funny is that Hassan, that political streamer, said the exact opposite. That's the TikTok I woke up with this morning. Was Hassan saying it is so much harder to do. All good, man. I'm down to play anything. Just here to have fun. Fuck yeah. I like Speed a lot. He's a good sport. I'm just trying to join anyone to make my party bigger. But what was I saying? I was saying something about Hassan. I'm sorry. I'm still tingly from the gym. I just got new pre-workout, so I'm still like testing it out. Didn't even do a full scoop. Oh shit! I did not mean to leave him.
Because like it's how they get exposure. Like if you go to those short form platforms like TikTok or YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, especially if they're not on there.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. So like, wow. So like, because for me, right, when I'm getting into YouTube or Twitch, like a couple years ago when I first wanted to do it, I had a lot of people that I would like look
Never
up
mind,
to
he's
and
back.
model my content after. But you got into YouTube in like 2007, so like,
right?
Did you even have like any?
I tried Bucked
inspiration, or
Up
did you just think
for
it
the
was fun?
first time.
No, I just thought it was fun. Like, I guess the only inspiration.
What the
was
hell? My
Niz
shit's like
Mojo's
glitched.
montage
Okay.
for like creating my own. Shit. But there was nothing like a career that you could make out of it. Like the whole idea of making money through internet videos on YouTube was a foreign concept that no one imagined until Smosh.
What
blew it
in
up
the
and Ray
fuck?
William
Why
Johnson,
does it keep changing?
paved the way
What
for
the
making money
hell?
on the platform. So for me, it was just the joy of making shit. And then I guess before that, the
Speed,
joy
do you
of
see
sharing
this? Look at this.
Dude, no, yeah, because you kind of just said like it wasn't even.
I can't change
YouTube was just
anything.
It was an idea. You couldn't even really
What?
make money on it.
No, yeah,
back then.
You couldn't make shit.
Yeah, and you
Dude,
you
that's
didn't even monetize your
fucked.
channel for like years, right?
Yeah, I didn't monetize it
Wait,
until
no.
I think it was 2012, and I did that because I thought
Speed,
it'd be
let's go back to
fun.
my
I
ship.
never
Sorry.
wanted
Back out and
YouTube
let's
to be a
redo.
career or
Yeah,
anything.
that
It's
was
always just been,
fucked.
like,
I think it was
fun
once
just to create
the
about
fourth
it.
guy
I
joined,
monetized it
and I was in the
'cause
middle
thought,
of picking
you
my
know, you do
stats.
that, and then take
It
that money
fucked
and then
up.
I donated it to charities for a while. And then as time expanded, I learned a lot.
Feeling
of stories
saucy.
with
How you
some
doing, Cass?
Dummy organizations that don't really.
Me?
wanna
I'm
be
feeling
into the weeds of it,
saucy?
but I got very.
I'm feeling
upset
like-
about that, and then figured
Like I could
I'll
do 10 push-ups.
more
Well,
with this
diamond
money
push-ups,
and
I'll say
do
that.
other things and keep growing. Like
We already
fun
had that
shit and
debate.
doing fun things.
Bro, that is actually like the coolest thing ever. Cause like you didn't even monetize your YouTube, and then when you did, you like donated the money to charity, and then obviously.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
you
that's
said-
right.
You found out that like it doesn't always go to a great cause. Like some of them aren't all great, but like I feel like most people, especially nowadays, when they get into streaming or YouTube or anything, their first goal is to make money on it. But you did it because you were passionate about it, and that's how every great thing starts.
I saw your clips. You started the same way. You started 365 days, one viewer.
Fuck
just
it,
had
let's
this
just do him
dream,
and I.
baby, and you said, "We'll run it." You said you didn't want to be a famous streamer, but making a living would be cool.
Dude, literally.
That's
exactly
what
like,
I'm
when you
saying.
said that,
If I make a
resided in what
living
you said
off
so
of
much because
streaming,
my goal
I
when
did
was
the math the other
18,
days in
I
front of
was
my boys.
lost. I didn't know
If
what
I
wanted to
get
do, but I was always into gaming, and I was always good
like
at
500
gaming
average
hours. That
view,
really
I
was
can't
like,
talk and try and listen at the same time. But I did the math the other night with me and my friends who were over. if I did the math for 500 average viewers, but if I get 200, that's no, we'll upgrade that. 300 average, that's like 1,200 a month just from Twitch, or 1,200 a week. What the fuck am I talking about?
I can smell you.
I can smell you too. So don't play that shit. You know what? Don't play that shit on me, cause I can smell you too. You know what? You don't smell too good, bitch. All right.
Dude,
It'll just be
you
me and
can run your
Stinky
mouth
Boy.
for hours and you love playing video games.
Oh,
And
I gotta
my
select the
dad's
spot.
tuned in, like he saw like Ninja, Nick Merckx, Tfue. He's like, bro, you could easily do this, and I started just going for it. But like the idea of just like I didn't want to be like obviously like rich from gaming. It was just like, dude, if I could make $1,000 a month streaming, bro, when I got my first Twitch check, I was like, bro, let's go. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's it.
Yeah.
How old is
Like,
JYNXZI?
I made like $100 playing Fortnite. Like that was sick. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, money was never like the intention, and I see the same thing in what you just said, which is like actually sick.
I think that's just a big thing for people. Like in the space, a lot of it boils down to getting lucky. But if you go in there like, I'm doing this for the money, and like you quit your job, like I'm gonna make this a career, I think you're just setting yourself up for disappointment and failure. It's got to be something that you actually really.
Don't say
really
that. That's what I
Because
was. Well,
when
yeah.
you'll have people that are like, because I've had people DM me about streaming and stuff, and I'm never gonna be the guy to
I'll
like
do
shit on
Rocket,
somebody's dreams, because I
and I
have people
think
that do that
Auto.
to me. So I'll never be that guy. But like when people are like, dude, I want to like just quit my job and start streaming, it's like, bro, do you honestly have you taken a look at your content and thought like, okay, I'm up there with the greats, right? I just haven't had a chance yet. Or do you think your content is lazy, low energy? Like, are you pouring your heart and soul into it? Because if you can't answer those questions, I would say keep working. Because like, if you're doing, lazy content, like no face cam, you're barely talking, low energy, you're not gonna blow up, obviously, right? So it's like, you have to answer that question first. And then it's like, if you really do see yourself as like a next level creator, bro, go for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the beauty of it is you can kind of start, like if you already have a PC, you can just kind of start with OBS. It's like a free program. You can.
That's what I use.
Just to dip your toes in. You don't have to go hog wild and quit your job. Like that's just
Yeah.
reckless. Like no one should be quitting their job off of like just taking that chance. Like dip your toes in first. It's not all or nothing.
Exactly. Dude, and like, I think, because like obviously we did like research, but like, because we want to be like as professional as we can be. But bro, you didn't even have like a face cam for like the first like 10 years.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
And was it? Because like, dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm straight, but you're good look. Like, you're a really good looking guy. So like, what was your
I'm
like,
straight,
what was
but
the reason as to why you didn't want to like show your face at first?
A couple of reasons. Back then, I did like. Really, when I started, I didn't think like a face cam would add too much to it. That was still kind of niche back then too. Most people weren't using face cams. It wasn't until PewDiePie and Markiplier really like bumped that shit and popped it off.
What's
so
up,
I didn't
buddy?
think it really added much. But also, I've never been like a guy with a lot of self-esteem. Matt is here. He went to middle school with me and through high school. I was revolting. And Matt used to puke in the hallways upon seeing me walk through. I had acne out the wazoo. My zits had zits. I was 5'1", haven't grown that much, but I mean, everything that could be wrong with a man's face was wrong with mine. So I probably would have ruined my career if I did a face cam any earlier.
So the first time you ever had a face cam, it was like how old were you the first time you ever like showed your face?
I was 21 when I first showed my face, I think.
And that was with the short hair, right?
Yep.
I remember that.
The short hair era.
Bro, you had like that.
He
Was
looks a
great
lot
era,
better
dude.
with short
A
hair.
lot of your best clips
Just
are,
gonna
like,
say
from
that.
that short hair era.
Hey man, the short hair, it was all right. I think the long hair is much cooler though.
Yeah, no, the long hair has its own aura to it, bro. I mean, dude, bro, you got swag. Like no matter what your hair is, dude. You're just a good-looking guy, bro. I mean, I
Thanks, man.
can't. But no, yeah, because like, what was like why did you want to show your face? Because like, I know a lot of people don't want to. Did you want your audience to like feel like you wanted them to know you on
Connected.
a personal level?
No, I never. Absolutely. I don't want anyone on the
Yeah.
internet to know me on a personal level. I don't like the parasocial relationship aspect of it. The main reason was actually because I went through like a really, really hard period for a bit, and a buddy of mine he said that like maybe if I opened up a bit more, like I'd feel better, less alone. So then I did like a face reveal, and from there I just kind of enjoyed doing that, and then I felt like it actually did add to the content, just actually being able to do more. Because before that I'd have to show like fucking Overwatch gameplay when I'm talking about a story. So I didn't have a whole lot of like flexibility because I needed to keep my face hidden, so it locked me into like a certain niche. So it helped me branch out more.
Yeah, I feel like, bro, I don't even know. I would probably be working at like CVS right now if I never showed my face, because I feel like that's 90% of my content. But it depends for everybody, like, because there's like, I mean, if you remember like Dakota's from Fortnite, like he never had a face cam, and that guy was like one of the biggest creators. Yeah. So it all just depends on the creator.
You say Dakotas?
But
like plural?
What would be your biggest, like number one, what would be your biggest piece of advice for anyone that wants to get into like streaming, YouTube?
I can't believe this is what they're talking about. Well, I guess I can believe it.
Probably what we covered earlier. If you go in wanting it to be like your career off rip, like I'm doing this for the money, you're probably going to be pretty miserable, because it's a great chance that that's not going to happen in any reasonable time. So I think the biggest piece of advice is finding the thing that you really like and doing that. Like you have to have fun doing it. If you don't, it's not going to work out super well, and I don't think it's going to translate into good content in the first place.
I hope you guys know I have fun doing this.
Like consistency is super important.
I haven't. There's some moments where I laugh so fucking hard, and I need that after a bad day.
6 months ago, I got so fucking drunk, basically alcohol poisoning. I was hardly lucid.
Wait, he say a few months ago? I thought he was sober.
Missed an upload.
Oh, it happens quite a bit. Like even just 6 months ago, I got so fucking drunk, basically alcohol poisoning. I was hardly lucid. I was puking in the back of Matt's car, crying, asking to go to the hospital. I didn't upload. That was
so. Okay,
oh my god! And that was on video.
6 months ago, though.
Probably something like that.
Bro,
yeah.
That's dude. Do you realize how insane that is? You haven't missed an upload in 6 months. That's like ridiculous. And,
wow,
bro. I mean, most days I'd say you double upload. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. It just all depends on what I've got going on. Like if there's a lot of silly shit going on, it'll be 2 uploads. Or if I had like a fun stream that I thought would be a good highlight, yeah.
Yeah. So how would you say is like your style? Like what would you say is your style of content?
I don't know. I don't know what I'd label it. It's just like a bunch of different shit, like just this wide variety, and it goes through like these arcs. So we used to play with.
I gotta piss again because
channel and like
I didn't eat after the gym.
YouTube allowed that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bro.
We used to do dildo trick shots. My dad made me a car out of our Moby Huge, which is this 3-foot, 60-pound dildo. So we had like motorized cock we were riding around on. So we go through these arcs where it's like this different. Like you'll never know what to expect, which I think is fun.
Bro, that's sick. I mean, dude. Okay. Wow. So you kind of just like. You kind of just did what you say. Your content is just whatever.
Yeah, it's just
like
whatever's fun. 100%.
Where the fuck is
like
Skippy or Nerf?
Because like I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, and like it's something I struggle with too. But like I've always been like scared to try new types of content. But bro, your content, it's like every upload is just so different.
I appreciate that. And I think that fear of like trying new things is something everyone has. I definitely did. Everyone does, because you never know how the audience is going to respond to it. But at the end of the day, again, it ties back into doing what you think is the most fun, which I think is the most important part. And that'll usually translate. Even if it doesn't hit with your audience, maybe it finds a new one.
Yeah. Are you a big like anime guy?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily call myself like a weeb or anything, but I am a big dabbler of anime.
Nice, dude. What would you say is like, what is like your top 3 animes of all time, like in order that you've seen?
So Attack on Titan and Code Geass tie at #1 for me.
Trying to see like the lighting from this. Attack on Titan,
it's
man.
Probably gotta go to an
Story
OG.
of Attack on Titan.
Be like Dragon
right there.
Ball, just because of like the cultural impact that had. That changed the game. #3 is a full-blown toss-up. I might give #3 to something like a Jujutsu Kaisen, because I think it's like the best shonen. Why? What about you?
What?
Otaku?
Not really. My favorite show ever, and this is weird, but I'm like I wouldn't.
Motherfucker! I just got here.
One show, it's Death Note. I think.
Oh, you're a Death Note guy.
Yeah. After the first hour, I was hooked.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I streamed like for 2 days. I was watching that show.
So, well, you recently watched it then?
No, I was streaming. It was probably like 2-3 years ago. Okay. I'd say. It was like it took over my life for like a week and a half. I'm not proud of it, but it was the best show I've ever seen.
Death Note is fire. Death Note is like one of those gateway anime. Back in the day, that was what was huge on YouTube, was anime re-uploads. You do it into 3 parts, and Death Note was always on the front page when we used to have most viewed for the day. It was big.
Dude, Death Note
I
is
got
like,
so many people in the anime.
oh my god. I would say like,
Speed!
if I'm trying to get someone into anime, that would be the show I recommend.
Death Note, definitely a good one.
It's so convertible too, because most of like the people that they're not gonna immediately get into like Jujutsu Kaisen because that's really anime, or even like Attack on Titan, but like Death Note, it gives you that like crime.
I can't do
thriller,
anything
like,
right now.
murder. It's very like transferable to people.
It's
you know
very
what I mean?
grounded. Like you can
Yeah.
immediately start responding to it because it's real world stuff with like some fantasy elements.
Yeah, the fantasy elements, like obviously all anime, but it shows like just how corrupt people normally are, and just it's a good show. Like I would say after that, probably I don't know if I have like a 2 and a 3 because I'm kind of a shithead. Like I haven't finished Naruto Shippuden, I haven't finished Hunter x Hunter. I'm a shithead. I haven't even finished One Piece. By the way, where are you?
I can't do anything.
Something. It's so boring. I hate Fishman Island so fucking much. He just turned and looked at me like, yeah, that shit is trash. I know it gets super good.
Jesus.
But it is turbo ass right now.
Yeah, I mean, bro, dude, that's so real because, bro, the biggest thing that stops me in One Piece is like when there's a shitty arc and and they're like, oh no, it's not filler, you gotta watch. I'm like, dude, like,
God, and there's quite a few of those, man. Especially early on, there are some stinkers, like straight up clunkers in the beginning of One Piece.
yeah. Okay, interesting. So, what would you say, like, for you? What would you say it means to be like fulfilled? Because you've done content for so long, obviously, like you've been super successful for so long, but like, what kind of like keeps you going other than just like enjoying it? Like, what is something you want to build into like later on?
Wow, that's so deep. This is like some Dr. Phil shit. This is an interesting podcast
Thanks,
we're
man.
cooking up here. I guess I feel the most fulfilled when I get to create something new. Like, I love doing the stuff that I do on like the day-to-day, but when it's something like brand new that I haven't tried before, it's really exciting and thrilling to see how people respond to it.
Oh my god, they just
Branching off into something
spawned!
that
They
I've
just
never touched
spawned!
is, like, that's a great feeling, and especially
Dude!
if it goes over well, that feels even better. But even just doing it is an amazing feeling. So I guess
How
to
the
second
make
part of
that make
going in the
sense?
future, just having more of that, just putting my little feelers out into a ton of different things and trying all of these wacky ideas.
Okay. And what would you like?
I
'cause
couldn't do
know that-
anything.
I know you're like speaking from the heart too, because like I said, when I went out to like meet you, you have so much different stuff going on. Like you have an esports team, you have a podcast, you have a wrestling ring. Like you kind of just do. You're like a kid in a candy factory, bro. You just do other stuff.
That's kind of it. Like our whole warehouse is modeled after Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. Like we're just
That's
going
awesome.
day
I
by
didn't
day
know
on
that.
Stupid shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, and like, what do you say? What gives you, like, what would you say? What gives you purpose? Like, in terms of like, for you, like, I know a lot of people search for like purpose in life. So like, what would you say gives you purpose to just keep doing what you do?
Just how much fun it is. I don't know. I guess just creating things.
Yeah.
I feel like I've said that a lot now, but like that really is where it all ties from. I just like to make shit.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty similar. Like for me, like, what I get the most purpose from is just like, you know, knowing that you have so many people who literally just like love your content. Like you're obviously like it's the same thing for you.
Is
like,
it
you have a
bad?
community of people who,
I hear that
every
word
time
and
they
I'm
get that
like,
notification that you posted a video or you're
I can
streaming
only
for
use the
your
word
you know what I'm saying?
content
So, like, for
once
me,
in a
it's-
sentence.
I
Like,
get a
I
lot of
fucking
purpose
hate
from, like,
it.
just I guess
Just
having like a lot of
icky.
people that love looking forward to your content, and I'm sure you're like the same way. Like you love the fact that you have like a community like you do.
Oh, it means so much. Yeah, absolutely. Like it's amazing to be able to share those creative endeavors with people and see people that respond positively to it or enjoy it. It feels amazing.
Yeah. Do you ever like, cause like, do you ever feel like do you ever feel any pressure from just like content or like not at all? Like pressure to improve your content or no?
Not necessarily. Since I'm always trying to do other things, it's more of like a personal pressure to like do something different or do something bigger. It's never really like external pressure or anything like that. Because again, when I'm making something, it's because I wanted to. It's not really because I was expected to, had to, forced to, or anything like that. So I don't usually get that. I guess I used to with streaming. but that was
Motherfucker,
mainly
change
just, like,
weapons.
Contract making you have to
Yeah.
hit certain hours and whatever.
So you, dude, I would say I get a lot of pressure like right before I stream.
Oh,
'Cause
like
it's
anxiety, like the
yeah,
butterflies.
like it's like as soon as you click the button, like people are flooding in front of you, and it's like I was talking with Queso about it, but bro, like when you know, and like dude, especially for you, like when you're posting a YouTube video and you know 2 million people are gonna be looking at your face for 20 minutes, does that ever freak you out at all, or are you just so used to it by now?
I don't know about freak me out because it's not something I really think about too hard about. Oh, this many people see this ugly mug or anything like that. It's more just like, hey, I made this, I had fun with it, I hope you like it kind of thing. Just drop it on it.
Yeah.
What are
that's
super
the
samples?
Most like that is the best mindset you can have. Is just like, dude, I'm just gonna make shit.
Jesus.
Well, you and Queso are.
I need a fucking straw
Like, I'm surprised
for
if
this
you ever
and
get
my
freaked out or
water
pressured
bottle.
by people watching, because you don't. You're like a fucking rock out there. You're like Superman. It doesn't seem like anything gets under your skin. Like sometimes when I'm streaming and like
What?
maybe I'm like getting tilted or something.
Come
I'll read,
here.
like, one guy in the
You want
chat
attention?
say
Come
something like,
here.
You'll get pissed.
This guy stinks. I'm like, brother, fuck you. I've never seen that happen with you or Queso. Oh, except with Queso,
the
where he's
fuck?
like joking with his chat.
Yeah.
But with you, I've never even seen that come out.
So, what are your thoughts on like the newer era of content creators like me, Queso, like Kai, Speed? Like,
Hey,
what are your thoughts on
no.
like that
Come
era?
here.
Because, bro, you've been around for like basically the entire internet, to be honest. Like from 2007 to now.
Yeah, so this new era is really interesting
Hold
because
on.
it's kind
Let
of
me go
like this, and it's something I talk about, like this circle. Like how Gmods come back around because of Skibbity Toilet and shit.
Oh my god! Don't even get me into that. Started on that.
Are you a big Skibbity guy?
I just look at it and I see like there's 98 million views on this video, and it's literal brain rot. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah, so like it's kind. I'm not trying to compare you to Skibbity.
Yeah.
Just
No,
so
I
you
know.
It's just where things go in this cycle. So like I used to stream on Justin TV, which was the precursor to Twitch, and some of the most popular streamers back then were like really like high energy guys doing a bunch of variety games, like a bunch of like outlandish games no one's ever heard of. Like 4-Player Podcast was the biggest one back then. They'd play like shit burgers out like all the time. And then once Twitch rolls around, it kind of fell into like Fortnite and all this like big titles that people latch onto, and not so much the personality for a while, except for of course standouts like Summit and Soda and all of that. But then now this new wave came
Never
around,
heard of
and
Soda.
it's all about personality, and it doesn't really matter the game. So Queso's playing things that no one's ever really heard of.
Yep.
Dude,
He-
yeah.
He's going through the Steam cum dumpster looking for like the worst
Yes.
games. He's finding terrible games. You picked a game that was dying on life support, Siege.
Yep.
And you breathed life back into it just by being a good personality and fun content, fun stream. And now you go out and do other things too. So it's cool to see that it's wrapped around to being variety.
That is
focused as
cool.
opposed to,
I've
like,
never
being
put
locked
that
into,
like 2 and 2
Fortnite
together.
Streamers, Overwatch streamers, Counter-Strike, this and that, where it's not just dominated by categories, it's dominated by like really electric personalities again.
Yeah, because like, bro, that's honestly a perfect take on what you said, like about Queso, especially like, bro, he'll be streaming a game and he'll have 70,000 viewers, and as soon as he gets off the game will
Insane.
have 13 viewers.
Exactly.
Like, he will literally. People are there for him,
Yep.
and like nothing. Like they don't. The game. Someone described it really well, but like the new age of streaming is almost like the game is almost a background.
It's supplementary.
That's
It
how I
is-
kinda
it's
treat
this
it.
Compliment to the streamer more so. It's like a canvas, and they're the artist that gets to paint it.
Yeah, exactly. So like, because obviously like streaming has almost always been around like gaming. So what would you say are like?
I
your
feel like this
top 3
whole
games of
podcast
all
I've been
time?
sucking
For
my own
streaming?
dick.
Or
That's
no,
not
just
what I'm
you-
trying to do.
games
I'm
that,
just like
you enjoy
giving
more
my
than any
comments,
other
'cause I'm
game,
like,
your top 3
Oh, yeah,
video
yeah.
games.
the past
of
2
all time.
things Critical
My favorite
said.
game ever is
Yeah,
City of
yeah,
Heroes. It's
whatever.
an MMO that God
You know what I
rest its
mean,
soul,
you
just
know what I
couldn't
mean.
Stand the test of time.
Whoa,
And
Helldiver
the
Stream
second favorite
Poggers.
is
Yeah, man, I
probably
invited
Halo
you.
2, 'cause I think it's probably the best.
Or I invited
competitive
some
first-person
guy.
shooter that
He
ever
may or
got
may
made.
not
A lot of it was even accidental.
know
like,
you.
A lot of the skill ceiling to it.
I
Was
keep
totally
looking up
unintended,
here for my
which is, like,
camera, but
BXR, BYB, stuff like that. And then the third, might have to give it to RuneScape. RuneScape is a game that's been around since I was in 4th grade.
I was doing
That
shit.
game
No, I'm
will
just
never
I'm
can't
just
die.
I'm just
It's
fucking with you.
too good
Sorry,
at what
BB.
it does.
No, you're good.
It just
Big smooches.
it inches its way into your brain like this.
'Cause I don't-
parasite, and it
Helldivers
never leaves.
shows
even
it
if you think
as-
you're done with it. It's not done with you. You
I
have to
thought
come
it
back.
showed it
No
as
one quits
on the
RuneScape,
game.
They just take breaks.
Not
Dude,
just in
Oh
general.
my god, bro! I remember like it's so cool that you threw in RuneScape. Because I remember one of my first video game memories ever. I was 8 years old and I was at my best
What?
friend's house, and I'm like, "What are you playing?" I'm like, "You know, it's
Excuse me.
blurry as hell. I could
Yep.
barely even see what's going on." He's like, "RuneScape. I've been playing like all month." I'm like, "All right," and then like 15 years later, it's still a top game.
That's right, and it's only growing. They just hit like one of their biggest peaks recently. I think they hit like 250K concurrent for one of their.
That's
I think on
insane.
Desert Treasure 2 drop. Like they're killing it still. They're still killing it.
Yeah, that game's not going anywhere anytime soon.
It'll never die.
Yeah, it's like it's up there with like, I mean, it's not as popular as like Minecraft, but it has the same longevity of like that game's never gonna die.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, what would you say is like, who are like your favorite?
That was
content
tough.
creators
I don't know if I
watch?
want to
Like,
play
let's just say you're
Helldivers
chilling
right
out,
now.
You want to watch like a YouTube video or a stream? Who do you
Well,
like watching?
I guess I could tweak
It all
down the
depends who's on,
difficulty,
to be
but
honest. Like,
no, I'll stay on
usually
Helldivers.
if I'm
All right, I gotta
sitting down and
piss
just
since
throw
this
on Twitch
takes
or something,
fucking forever. Actually,
I'll
you
think
guys
it's
can watch that,
whatever, like, I
but
like
it takes
from
fucking
games.
forever just to
So,
get
like,
back
even
to the
events
ship.
I
So I
have
might
no
as well
interest
piss
in, I just
now,
love.
because
I'm
sometimes it'll be
competitive
40-minute
stuff.
matches.
Even
No,
for
you're
nothing.
not
Like, I
going to be
watched
able
the
to see my
Farming Simulator
feet.
tournament one time
Big
just because
smooches.
it
Could
was
play
on,
an
and
easier
I
one with
wasn't
me.
doing
I'm
anything.
down.
So it all
I'm
really
down.
just depends, but I usually fish for events. If I'm looking for, or if there's no events, then I'll usually just see who's in like a category for a game that I don't recognize. And right now it's mainly been Queso.
Yeah,
Because
dude, he's awesome.
He's the one that's hitting those categories. And then the only other time is like if I'm looking for trying to improve in something, I'll watch like whatever game I'm grinding. So Rocket League was a big one for a while, so I'd watch like some of the best players. Like I'd obviously watch Rizzo, and then I'd watch whoever else was big at the time and just try and emulate what I'd see there. Or Counter-Strike when I was
Yeah.
grinding Counter-Strike hard.
So you lean more towards like kind of like what's going on, like events and
Yeah.
stuff, but you still watch. It's actually sick that you said you watch Queso, because bro, I literally watch.
I
him,
can
like,
smell you.
Yeah, it's
dude. He's
I can
hilarious.
smell
it
you.
really like resonates with me because
I can
love
smell
doing that.
you.
I do bad game nights on stream all the time, and Queso's killing that.
Dude.
He is killing that.
He literally played a game at Shrek's. It literally looked like they developed the game in full. Laughing my ass off. the
It's so
entire
fun,
time.
and I'm hoping this will lead to like, more people doing that because I think that's where, like a great personality is playing shit you've never heard of and making out of it. I think is exciting. I love.
Shitty games is like a whole world of content, because like I remember he was playing this game and like these players aren't even like walking correctly. Like I think they developed the game in one day. Like it was the worst thing I've ever seen, but he made it so funny, bro. Like
That's the beauty of it. What's the shittiest game you've played?
shittiest game I've played. Probably,
Yeah, I'm down to join you.
Dude, I don't play shitty games.
Are you on?
Oh, you got to get out there.
I'd say probably like maybe like it's not even a shitty game, but I hated it. Was like Party Animals. I hated that game.
Oh, that's a man, bah humbug. That's a weird one to hate.
Yeah.
That's just like a fun
Getting
game
on,
for,
but
like, anyone who enjoys.
I got
every
you.
Everyone
family
loves
game.
that game, but I like had the worst night of my life playing that game because, well, my most unenjoyable game to play. It's a great game. Is Fall Guys, because when I load into a lobby of Fall Guys, whether it's a public match or a custom game, there's at least 12 people grabbing me the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this
So I haven't been
increases
able to play the
stem.
game yet, and interesting to see how that feels.
I see. Okay, so your enjoyment is directly tied to like how much you get stream sniped in the game. Is what it
Yes.
sounds like.
Dude, yes. Like the thing is, like with Rainbow Six Siege, the
Fuck
reason why I
it,
love
I'll
that
use
game is, like,
Dominator
if I
for
have
a little
delay
bit.
on, the reason why I love Rainbow Six Siege is because most of the time when you're losing or dying, it's
There we
because
go.
you're making a mistake. And
We're
I've
gonna level
always
him up
leaned
fast.
towards like really hyper competitive games.
Give me
So,
a
like, I don't really
minute
play,
to
like,
up.
I do play party
upgrade.
games and stuff. Like I've enjoyed like Among Us and that. But like, I
Also,
really like competitive
minority.
games. Like,
I'm
I mean, you're very good at Siege
streaming.
too, which
right
that
now.
obviously helps. You don't play single player games though, not that often.
bro, I mean, he can attest to it. He's tried to get me to play like Outlast, Dark Souls. I beat
Yes!
the first boss on Dark Souls, and I'm not a single player gamer.
What?
It's bad, man. It's like
I think
in
that'd
my-
be good content though.
Yeah,
don't you
that's
think?
it would
terrible.
be
I
great
mean,
content. I just can't play
to each
something
their
that I
own.
don't love, and I do not like single player games. I'm like a psychopath.
That's what, man. You actually do have like full blown TikTok brain, brother. You
Dude.
got the syndrome.
Like for me, because what got me into gaming?
full
was
on TikTok brain.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
I want this
like,
gun
Search
so
and
bad.
Destroy,
One more mission and I
like,
get it.
Obviously, the game chat was crazy, but like, what got me into gaming was just like, people are talking shit. People have egos. Someone gets embarrassed. Someone prevails.
Yeah.
For me, I was always into that. Like,
Also,
now,
Nerf, we gotta
sometimes I do
finish
wanna
one
just get
more.
immersive,
Oh,
throw
hold
my
on,
blanket
hold
at
on.
3 in the morning and play like Dark Souls for 4 hours. Maybe like that could be enjoying to me.
Shit.
Or in what am I? I don't even know what I'm saying. But I could lean more towards that. but I just can't. I don't know what it is, because you're a single player guy. Like, you love single player.
Yeah, I play single
I'll
player
hop in the
games,
Discord. If
multiplayer
they join,
games.
then I'm
not-
turning off
I'm pretty bad
the,
at games, like, competitively, so that's probably why that I don't get
Hey,
too
yo!
involved in them like you do.
Hey,
but
what's up, man?
What's up?
Nothing much.
I didn't know if you'd join or not. So, let me adjust my stream real quick. I gotta turn up the volume on the game now, since we gotta go hard here if we want the bonus for doing those 3.
Yeah, you had the in-game audio muted, right, for the team chat?
Yeah. I just disabled it entirely.
Yeah, so Green and I came up with a plan at the beginning of that last match. He went and did like the scientist thing and escorted him, and then
Right.
we just kind of distracted all the robots outside, so there wasn't any. They didn't impede on that stuff.
Huh.
It's pretty
Okay.
awesome. And that's why I was just running around looking for samples.
Oh. What's up, Nerf? Skippy?
What's up,
Whatever,
Skippy?
man. I don't even care at this point.
I'm getting sick. I can feel it from my little brother. I'm gonna do mortar, HMG, and autocannon.
In that case, I'm gonna bring some ordnance that way.
Yeah.
In case it gets spicy. Push them back.
But yeah, I was gonna finish that interview I had on stream, but fuck it at this point. I'd rather complete the 3rd of these, what is it, trio or whatever?
Missions.
To get the bonus.
This is gonna be fun. This is the hardest mission I've ever done. I'm gonna die like 20 times.
You got it. Just play smart.
This is the easiest one.
This is shut up. This is suicide. Or I don't know if I can say that. I mean, this is kill yourself.
Yeah, it's possible. The mortars really do work, man.
Let's see. Mortar,
No matter what
sentry. We'll do autocannon.
Do I have to put a turret down?
Yeah, but put it up here where green is.
Okay. I'm coming up.
After
kind of
this,
where we'll
though,
stay.
I might hop out of the VC just because I do want to finish that and also entertain. But
No worries,
I needed to hop in this.
No, you were not entertaining enough.
No, I did not say that.
Are you not
Where do you want
Also,
me to
I have some voice memos apparently to say
just
tonight.
right up here. Anywhere's up here. That way it's safe.
Okay.
Tank.
Alright, throwing a laser on it. Another tank. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one.
Holy fucking shit!
Oh, I thought that was gonna do something.
Already a third of the way there. Halfway. We're
Oh,
good.
easy.
We got
These are
this.
the easiest missions. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't even
right.
realize what mission type it was. I thought it was like launch the ICBM or whatever. Also, speed, you leveled the fuck up. I think last time we played, you were what, 20, or no, you were like 25 or something. Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, once you play like Impossible and Helldive difficulties, you get so much experience.
Oh yeah, good point.
Is that
This is
all? How do you? I killed
Yeah.
2 people.
Yeah, exactly. This is an easy mission. Totally didn't even realize what kind of mission it was, but that was the last one I needed to get the armor set I want. It costs like 60 medals. God, I can feel it in my throat, like me getting sick. Gradually, I've been feeling that all day, but then I went to the gym and it felt a lot better. Now that I'm
Sweat it
relaxed, it's starting. Yeah. Now that I'm relaxed, it's like
It's that little throat feeling. You know you're fucked.
Like I keep
Nothing you can do
swallowing.
about it.
Yeah. I know tomorrow morning's gonna be rough for me.
I was actually sick, not last week, but the week before. I had some sort of flu, but it's been going around here.
Oh yeah. No, I babysat my little brother Thursday. My dad got sick. We were supposed to go out for his birthday. And then I asked my stepmom, I was like, well, what did I say? Oh, I was like, how long has he been around him? And he's like, oh, all day, every day, blah, 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 you know. And then she's like, it didn't hit him until about 5 or 6 days after. I'm like, God damn it. So I watched my little brother Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 4 days, I guess. But I'm also not 50 years old, so it catches up to me quicker.
Holy shit, that was...
Sorry, mini rant. Oh, yeah, you get a lot more medals for these.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. I'm gonna get everything.
Oh, yeah, boy. 100%.
Whoa!
All right, you guys can stay in. I'm not gonna, whatever, but I'm gonna go back to entertaining, or trying to at least.
Don't we just use in-game?
Big smooches.
That's what I'm doing.
How'd the call go? Why does Discord rate it now? It's fucking weird.
I like all kinds of games. I'm very accepting.
I'd
very
say,
tolerant.
yeah, your biggest. I thought your best, not your best game, but like something.
I'm
that
gonna
was funny
sneeze.
was
Sorry,
when
guys.
You played Fortnite and just walked around with a revolver. Like,
Oh, the revolver
was
god
fucking
I used to be fucking nasty at Fortnite. Actually, I was pretty good.
dude, and that was back when like building
Don't
was
hate me.
pretty limited. And
Yeah.
bro, you were just head tapping people.
Oh
like,
god,
yeah.
I was a machine. I was unholy out there.
Yeah.
I don't want
So
any
what
of
was
this.
Your favorite, like, what is your favorite
guess I'll
single
get the
player
eagle.
game to play,
No.
like right now?
The spear?
Doesn't really count because it's still co-op, but Helldivers 2 came out recently, and I think that game claps. I think that game is super good.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I remember.
Helldivers.
Okay, there was one single player game that I played. I actually watched you play it like 3 nights in a row. I was just lurking, but like when you played Only Up, dude, I was in those.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
speedrunning
I
too.
got it. After 3 days of grinding, I finally got this.
Speedrunning. My problem
Automatic
is I'm the worst mouse and keyboard player
shotgun
ever. If
incendiary
Only Up dropped on
rounds.
Xbox, I would go for like a world record like tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I just am so bad at mouse and keyboard. But bro, like when you were speedrunning Only Up, bro, I was tuned in.
It's
like,
fun, man.
Yeah, I was locked in.
Speedrunning's that's a whole new beast. You should check that out. There's so many games you could speedrun on Xbox.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I actually love speedrunning, but like, I wasn't even just watching to see you speedrun. Like when you were like raging at shit, it was pretty funny because
Yes, dude.
What was even the? You were stuck on like the globe, or what is the way to like get the most time? You get caught on the dragon or something?
Yeah, so at the very end, the run's totally changed now. It's a kind of a dead category, but back then it was at the very end of the run, the very last trick. You needed to have this very precise lineup, so the dragon wing would pick you up, you'd stay on, and it'd launch you to the end of the game.
I want
And it'd
daytime
save,
mission.
Like, 10 minutes off your run. But that shit was so like precise. Like you couldn't be a millimeter off. Like it was a cruel mistress, that trick. So I'd spend hours practicing that one, and it would make me so mad.
It's an easy
every time.
mission.
It was such a bitch.
Dude, and I love those streams, like, because I'll tune into a lot of your streams, especially like a lot of your YouTube videos, but the reason why I loved the Only Up streams was because I was into Only Up, and like, I never really see you rage.
Never really
I do
played that
occasionally,
game.
but like when you were raging at the dragon, like I was pissing my pants, man. Like that was so, because I'd see you pour your heart into this run for like 15, 20
I'm gonna
minutes,
get the
and then
good
dragon
good
just, like,
water out in
flings
a
you
second.
off. Like, that was so funny, bro.
It hurts the feelings deep. I need to bring the gamer rage back. I used to get real mad at games when I was playing back in the day. I'll bring it back for some competitive game at some point.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta find like what fires you up, and then it's just so natural.
Yeah, I gotta
like you were like fired up, like you were passionate about Only Up.
Yeah, I gotta find that demon in a competitive landscape again.
Yeah. All right. So little change of like speed. Do you believe in the moon landing? Like, did you think we went to the moon?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Do you think the moon landing is fake?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
TikTok brain, TikTok brain,
Okay,
TikTok brain,
so
calling him out.
I'll start off with this. The number one reason why I think the moon landing's fake is it's kind of a shitty. Well, no, it's not a
Sorry.
shitty reason.
I wanted some of the
But,
good water
so
tonight.
two things. The two main things is.
Oh, I should do this
obviously,
really
like,
quick, really
back
quick.
then,
Don't
it
hate me,
was, like,
guys.
Russia versus USA. They were both competing to get to the moon first, obviously.
Space race, yeah.
So yeah, and that was like, so I see it as like from America's point of view, they're like, why don't we just fake the fuck out of this in a really high-end Hollywood studio? That way we can kind of let our nuts hang on Russia and say, we just dropped our testicles on your forehead. The second reason, which is the bigger reason, why have we never gone back to the moon?
I love how it. Oh
Well,
my
no, like
god,
people, like
look
people
gross
sitting up, like,
there.
standing on the moon.
There's just no reason to. It's just nothing up there.
What was I saying?
I understand that there's nothing up there, but think about it like from a
I don't even
TikTok
remember.
brain, right? Okay.
Oh, but the
Could you
battery fell
imagine
behind the desk.
Viewership, the love, the appreciation, the hype of
All right, let's
hitting
try
a
this
man
gun
on
out.
the moon in 2024.
Aren't they planning on doing another moon expedition pretty soon?
I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, but like,
will you though? It doesn't.
I mean, I'm okay. I'm not a psycho. I'm not like, I'm not the type of guy where like, oh, if I didn't see it with my eyes, I don't believe it. But dude, a lot of people don't believe in the moon landing.
Is it burst? What the fuck is this? It is burst.
The moon landing being a hoax once. For one of our classes, you had to argue points that you don't necessarily believe in. So I had that and 9/11 being an inside job, basically.
Yeah, that's
so
a really common one too.
Yeah, so I'm very familiar with both of those, but the moon landing. Yeah. Yeah, there's another planned
I'll be
moon
seated.
mission. You're
I'll
gonna
be
be there
seated.
with
I
your...
will not stream that night. I'll be there all night.
No, you should stream that night.
Oh yeah.
Get the get the monocle out and like investigate.
Yeah, I mean, cause like.
Dude,
I
I
mean,
am.
yeah,
this
I
is
guess,
insane.
but, like,
Oh,
so
this is the
why
hardest
do you
difficulty
believe
I've ever
in the
played
moon
on.
It's just there's so much evidence. Like it actually would have been more technologically advanced for the time period to fake that. It would have been like much harder.
Because it was 1969, right?
Yeah, it was like this. That's very primitive technology in the entertainment space back then. To fake that would actually be more advanced than just actually going. Plus, you can do it yourself. Like they left something on the moon. If you shine, I think it's just, I don't remember what, but if you shine a laser at it, you can get info back from the moon.
Okay,
Like,
so I'm like a fucking idiot then.
You yourself, like a human being that is not part of NASA, can interact with what they left on the moon. I just can't remember what it is. Do you know, Matt? Because I don't remember. Yeah, they left something that you can actually interact with and get data back.
Okay, so
I've never heard of that.
No, hey, brother, I'm not here to rain on the parade. I could be wrong. Maybe they didn't leave anything up there.
Yeah.
Maybe
Fucking
there's
love
nothing there.
Maybe
Critical.
it's just CGI, whatever.
He's like, maybe I could be wrong.
what is,
What
like,
other
your-
big
'cause,
time
like,
guy
what is
do you know
your
that does
biggest
that?
Conspiracy
No.
theory that like a lot of people might disagree with you on, or maybe a lot of people agree with you on. Like, what is something you're really involved in?
Oh, these are the questions I love. I love conspiracy theories.
I do too.
I'm a huge conspiracy theory buff. There's only one that I believe in, and it's one everyone does. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't. He was murdered. He didn't commit suicide. He was murdered.
Because I mean, why would he at that point? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, there's so many. We just made a whole Red Thread episode on Jeffrey Epstein. There are so many things that would have had to
What the
have
fuck?
aligned for him to kill himself in that cell.
Well, did it
that
like?
It's impossible.
Okay, I'm like pretty loose with it. Like, I don't research shit. I just TikTok is like my research. But I've talked to him about it, and he was saying, isn't there like an on-station security guard who like was supposed to rotate, but he wasn't there, and then like the camera cut off, and then he himself.
Yeah.
Like, all right, come on.
There
like,
were so many things.
Will we get demonetized for this? You think? No.
The episode didn't that we covered this on, so you
sweet.
should. Be
And we
fine.
waited like 40 minutes.
You can, if you want, you can do like a Godzilla dub over where I said side and just go like unalive. That's usually the safer term.
Cool.
Unalive, that's
YouTube,
it.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
Please don't demonetize this. But yeah, no, like, bro, the stars literally fucking aligned.
Yeah.
right?
I don't want to get too deep in the weeds because it'll be your whole podcast. But that shit, if you just look at everything about his death, there is almost no way he could have feasibly unalived himself like that. Like, there's just no chance.
Bro, I don't know, man. Like,
And there's just too many reasons and too many powerful people that would have
Hey,
wanted to kill
Skippy,
him.
if you're watching, help me. Yeah, boy. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, no, that shit is corrupt.
It's fucking scary. Like, I'm like walking on eggshells right now, but it's like, dude, like,
Yeah, wait till you hit 200K concurrent viewers and you get inducted
Yeah.
into the Illuminati.
yeah, it's like, I mean, okay. But like, it's just like, dude, why? I don't know, like, because I was watching like Mark Cuban talk about
Where
it,
the
and I
fuck
think
is
Mark
the
Cuban's
shuttle?
cool as fuck, to be honest. I mean, I don't know him personally, but like he does the Mavs shit, he does the Shark Tank shit. He doesn't really need to do that, but he just like has a lot of hobbies. But like he was,
Do you know about Mark Cuban's, didn't mean to interrupt, but no one knows about this. Mark Cuban has a business where he just sells like drugs.
I didn't even
at
know the shuttle was
wholesale
coming.
retail price. So he undercuts all of the big pharma markups. It's actually unbelievable, that service that he offers.
oh my god, all right, well that's like
No,
news.
I
That's
don't know.
news to me.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about Mark Cuban outside of like Shark Tank and that, but that whole business, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's RX something. Is it? Is that what it is?
Bro,
It's an incredible service.
Yes, I just picked my notes. Sorry, I forgot I was live.
you're so like,
I
damn,
stressed
didn't
out.
even know that. Wow. Okay. But like, Mark
There we
Cuban
go. There
was
we go.
saying, like,
Boom.
he's like, a lot of billionaires.
Well, yeah, I had a
that
booger.
He's met, like,
Come on now.
Some of them, like, a lot of them are cool. Like, a lot of them are like, they know they got lucky. They're happy with what they got. But then he said there's this other route where like these guys will do anything for that next paycheck. And that's why I think money can be extremely addicting, extremely scary.
Well, yeah.
And it can fucking destroy people.
Oh, absolutely. You see it all the time on a lesser scale on the internet too, man. That ego gets to a certain point, locked in your echo chamber for so long, you've made so much money, and now all of a sudden you're a totally different person. It happens all the time in this place. That shit corrupts people to their very soul.
Yeah, it's bro, it's like its own drug, literally, and like it all differentiates on like the person.
That's
who
not
gets
new
it.
to
'Cause,
anyone.
I mean, obviously, I'm sure you've heard this saying 1,000 times, but it's like people will say like money doesn't change who you are; it just shows who you were the entire time.
I've actually never heard that.
You never heard that?
No,
Yeah.
that's deep.
But bro, like even with like you, I can see like I've only met you a couple times, but bro, I can see like you don't care like about like having a bunch of money. You just have like your hobbies and your interests and your passion. And like I fuck with that a lot because like I can just see that because I try to like be the same way where it's just like, dude, I don't care about the next, you know what I'm saying, paycheck. I'm just doing what I love doing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. At the end of the day, I
mean,
I got
65
lucky. Like,
tomorrow.
I recognize
Fuck
how
yeah.
lucky I got, and I can't believe.
But
the
11
position
degrees
that I'm
on
in.
Wednesday.
And it's
Jesus
just, I'll
fucking
never take
Christ.
something like that for granted. And I feel the same way, like when I watch your streams or when I see the way you talk about your success and how you got there. It feels like it's coming from a place of like authenticity and being genuine.
Yeah, no, I mean, thank you, man. Because it's like, I feel like, because bro, you've been around like YouTube for so long and you've obviously been successful for so long. So like, how have you like maintained like a
Like
good
his
head on your
sanity.
shoulders the entire
I've
time?
been questioning that for fucking ever.
I don't really interact with a lot of internet people. I think something like that really helps. I think when you get surrounded
that's a
by
good
a
point.
bunch of yes men and a bunch of people that are just like this hype beast vulture kind of thing, and you just feed off of each other's bad vibes, you kind of lose.
I can't do
a
heavy
big
armor
piece of
anymore.
yourself. It's like
It's just not
moving
me.
out to California, for example, or if you moved over to Austin, Texas to be around like all the streamers and stuff. I think you then start, even if you don't mean to, subconsciously emulating that kind of behavior, and you change subtly but surely over time. And I stay to my roots. Like everyone that I work with is friends that I've known for years, pretty much. Just really good people, just surrounded by good people, good vibes all the time. And I just think that really helps keep you grounded in reality so you never lose touch.
Dude, what a fucking answer. Because you want people that are like, dude, this is stupid. You're an idiot.
Oh my God,
bro.
yeah.
Yes.
Do you need people like that? I think people are so fucking afraid of getting told no or being told like you're dumb that they just instinctually get mad at
Ooh,
that.
let me
I
switch
think that is
headphones
a
now
sign
that
of a
my hair's
good
dry.
friend.
I didn't even
Someone
think
that's gonna
about
be like,
that.
Brother, that is a terrible idea. Matt tells me that shit all the time. I one time wanted to make a video where I shot myself in the chest while wearing a Kevlar vest to test it out. I would have died. But if I was in
Reactivate.
LA, they'd be like, brother, fucking do it. I'll get you a slug right now.
Yeah, like, dude, it'd be 10 million views, bro.
10
like,
million views instantly.
I can't land. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, I mean, bro,
Oh,
because like,
okay,
at the end
I
of the
can
day,
land there.
environment is everything, and it's like you just said. Like I've heard this is another quote, but like when people say like, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future." Like, dude, if you surround yourself with people that'll tell you you're a fucking idiot, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard,
Yep.
you're only going up from there.
100%. That is the best.
Ooh, that feels better.
I really think that is invaluable. Having someone that's not afraid to say that to you, 100%.
Yeah, because like I mean, you've known him for like your whole life, right? Basically, like yeah, I mean that's sick. Like, because at the end of the day, it's obviously it gets harder for people, and it was like you were saying earlier, like when people are like new to money or fame, the first thing they do is they move to Los Angeles and then they surround
Fuck
themselves with
no.
other creators.
I get
and
money,
that's when they
I'm
dip
staying
into,
my
like,
ass
drugs,
right here.
partying. It's like
Well, maybe a
that's
little
where it gets,
bigger
like, dark,
apartment.
right,
Okay,
for a lot of
well,
people,
that's a
but
whole nother story.
dude, I try to like surround myself with like my family, my lifelong friends, people who knew me when I was just Nick and just some random kid. And that's kind of what I've modeled my like entire mindset after is just remember who was there from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said that about his chair.
100%.
Yeah. No, I mean, bro, because like at the end of the day, when a lot of people like when they, it's kind of like I was saying, but the first thing they want to do is rush.
By the
to
way, the
another
Spears
state or
glitch
whatever
doesn't
and
really
get
work
more
right.
clout
Ah,
and have
damn,
more
I didn't know
opportunities.
that.
But bro, like
Yeah, I
the
haven't been
idea
using
of
it.
living away from my family and friends like scares the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's a good sign right there. You're a good boy. I bet your parents are very proud of the man they've raised.
Yeah, thank you. Dude, because I mean, I feel like you're probably the same way. I mean, you've lived around here your whole life.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
my parents are only like a few miles away.
Yeah.
Like we stay close. I go over there for dinner pretty often. My dad and I were playing World of Warships this morning. Like we're pretty close.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I hope me
So
and my
you-
dad are like that.
Okay, now
If
this
I
is a good
blow up.
question, I think I haven't even looked at the sheet in like 30
I keep
minutes,
looking
but
over
it's
here
something
for the
that I do.
camera.
Do you have like any? Do you at this point, because you've obviously, I've said it 3 times now, but you've been around for so long. Do you take any enjoyment in hitting milestones now, or is it just like would hitting, 20 million subs, like would that be like a cool moment for you, or is it just like?
I mean, it's definitely cool, but it's not what like numbers aren't what I strive for. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. It's okay.
Come
I
on,
hit this
get the
milestone.
backpack.
What
Yep,
did I
yep,
do to
yep,
get
yep,
there?
yep.
That's what I had a lot of fun with. All of that. This number is very cool to see, and it means a lot. But like the real enjoyment is like, damn, look at this shit that I built there.
The journey.
Yeah,
Let me just lock in.
You're more of like, I'd rather enjoy doing it than like the feeling of hitting it. Though.
Yeah, like if I was just pumping out like a bunch of shorts that I had someone come in like bump up the sub numbers because shorts somehow feeds like 1 million subs a day to people, it wouldn't really mean much to me, that number.
Yeah, bro. Have you ever uploaded a short?
Sometimes I do have a TikTok,
Come on.
but it's
Come on.
run by a buddy of mine who just throws a bunch of stupid stuff on there.
Dude, you have a TikTok?
There we
I
go.
didn't even know that,
Yeah.
bro. That's like trippy to me because you just do
That
not
was
strike
tough.
me as like the TikTok.
I'm not really like the TikTok kind of guy, but there is some there just to have like a TikTok presence on
Dude,
it.
yeah, and it's cool because like I already know like some people in the comments, it's just gonna be like, this is like Fortnite random duo fills because it's like you're like just the direct opposite.
Oh my fucking
It's
god!
honestly sick, I think.
I think that's what makes it fun, man. Like when you get outside of like your niche or whatever, like you meet other people or interact with other people, I think it's a great thing. Instead of just staying in your own wheelhouse, like I'm always trying to meet different people, different points of view, different styles of content and shit. It's much more fun that way.
Yeah, bro, that's something I always wanted to do. It's not even just with the podcast, but bro, I
Dude.
want to like meet people. You know what I mean? 'Cause, dude, I think in life you can learn something from anybody. You can learn something from a guy who's literally homeless outside of a 7-Eleven. He could probably give you the best lessons ever. Like you can take something from everybody. So the more people you meet, whether they're successful, unsuccessful, famous, not, you're at the end of the day, you're just getting like new perspectives on life.
Absolutely. Who's the number one person you want to meet? Like who's your pie in the sky? Like I want to meet this
Lil
guy.
Wayne.
It'll never happen.
Okay.
Or Shane
I'd say
Gillis.
Lionel Messi, probably. 'Cause,
Oh.
that was like when I was a kid. That was my idol. It still is my idol.
Oh, you
'cause-
played soccer.
Yeah, there's like a soccer field kind of out there. It's a little thing, but dude, I just love how like whenever the people are talking about like Ronaldo versus Messi.
Sorry,
I don't know if you are into, like,
I
soccer
got
at
gamer
all,
face
but
on.
Besides the point, like when people are talking about Ronaldo versus Messi, I love both of them obviously, but I always loved how Messi would never talk shit to Ronaldo. He was always humble. Like when people asked him if he thought he was the best player ever, he would just honestly say like, no, he's not. And like he's a family guy, like, and like he's never like really changed like personality wise. So like that's something I mean I would like probably nut on my pants if I saw him 300 yards away from me.
Yeah, I mean he's only like 30 miles away from you.
Yeah.
He's in Miami. You know he owns an esports team, right? He owns.
Dude, what?
Yeah, he owns Crew Esports now.
I'm gonna
You-
go
you
for
could
my
legitimately
equipment.
Probably meet him if you ever got in the like you're with
Bro.
SSG.
Yeah.
You guys will compete in the same games together. You will probably meet him.
That would be sick. But who is the one person you would want to meet?
Oh shit. Maybe Brendan Fraser. I love that guy.
That's he's like a
I
movie
can't.
director,
I
right?
can't go for it.
Swine, a movie director.
Wait, I'm thinking of
Where am I right now? Oh
wait,
my god.
who is Brendan Fraser?
The Mummy? He's an actor. He's the Mummy.
Oh, I
the
was
Mummy
in the same
Returns.
wheelhouse.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm sorry, man.
What?
TikTok did a
Jesus
number on me.
Christ. I, mean, I gotta call my people. I gotta get out of here.
Wait, who did I like mix that up with?
Wait a
I
minute.
don't
Is
even
he
know
actually
anymore.
mad? Or did I just slip up?
Wait, who did I like mix that up with?
I don't know.
even.
The Mummy. He's an actor.
Oh well.
He's the Mummy.
Oh, I
the
was
Mummy
in the same
Returns.
wheelhouse.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm sorry, man.
What?
TikTok did a
Jesus
number on me.
Christ. I, mean, I gotta call my people. I gotta get out of here.
Wait, who did I like mix that up with?
I don't
I don't
know.
even know anymore.
Brendan Schaub, that guy sucks. I hate that guy.
Okay, back to what we were saying.
Oh yeah, Shaw.
With Brendan Fraser.
He's an iconic actor. So my favorite movie is The Mummy. My second favorite movie is The Mummy Returns. Like everything he touched in the 90s and early 2000s was gold. I was eating that shit up. I loved it.
We can cut that. Well, we won't, but we'll leave it in. Yeah. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that was funny.
So Brendan Fraser is like the one guy you'd want to meet.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be like, if I could choose any.
Didn't even
celebrity or
notice this was
something,
here?
It would probably be him. He also just seems like a really nice guy.
Whoa.
He's making a resurgence now. He got fucked hard by his wife with alimony for a while. He got dealt a bad hand. He like broke his back on the set of The Mummy doing a stunt once. And now he's making his comeback, and it couldn't be more deserved. He killed it in The Whale. He did an interview recently in a cowboy hat playing his Switch. It's adorable. I love that man.
Nice. So like, I mean, now that we're in like the acting realm, dude, I have to like dip into it. But so your biggest video on your channel is you being an extra in the Hunger Games?
This guy didn't do any of his research. An extra. Brother,
Okay.
I held that movie together.
Okay. Okay, your biggest video is you acting in the Hunger Games. Is that good? That's good. So do you want to be like an actor? I feel like you'd be a kick-ass actor.
Only like I don't want to be like a real actor. I just want to have like little cameos in a bunch of blockbusters for no reason, like Karate Kid's doing open.
God
calls.
damn!
I just want to be some guy that gets his ass kicked by the kid.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm just like some bully. Like I throw his head in the sand or something, and I'm like, yeah, take that, nerd, and then he like beats my ass or something.
So you just want to be like, the guy like, oh my God, that's Charlie he has no lines and he's just
No, I want some lines.
You want some lines?
Yeah, I want to like, and maybe like a couple stunts, like I kick sand in his face. I was in a horror movie and I got my head stomped in, and that was cool. I had some lines up till then.
That's
Dude!
Like,
you called
you're not deep into
my revive on a fucking
You want
tank.
to be in some projects.
I'd want to be in some projects, but only like
Fucking
really minor
idiot.
roles, like nothing super serious. I wouldn't want to be like a principal role or anything like that. Just something where I come in there, I'm like, "What's up?" You know, I'm here doing my part, and then I'm gone. It's like 5-10 minutes screen time, maybe at maximum, and then I'm out. And they kill me off. It'd be cool if I got killed off in every movie I was in.
Yeah, obviously the Hunger Games was like that whole thing is fucking iconic. But what was like the step-by-step? Like, can you walk me through the full process of how that occurred?
Yep. I was in my sophomore year of college. I was a clean-shaven, short-haired youth. I had masturbated. I was in that post-nut clarity. I saw an open casting call in Atlanta for the Hunger Games Mockingjay looking for extras. They needed a headshot, a shirtless pic, and they needed a beard. Well,
Dude,
that was one of
that checked out.
Yeah, well, I didn't have a beard. I was clean shaven.
Oh,
I hated facial hair. I used to nair my face when I was young because I hated it. So I was like,
Really?
I'll try it.
That's
Why not?
new.
I'm not doing anything else, obviously. So I went home. I had my dad take some shirtless photos of me by our front door, which was an awesome father-son bonding experience. And then I submitted it a day or two later. I don't remember how long now, but pretty quickly they got back to me. I didn't have facial hair, but they wanted it, so I started growing it out from that point forward. Drive up to Atlanta. One thing leads to another. I'm in 2 scenes, and man, what a memory. God, I can't believe that franchise continued without me after my death.
Yeah, that's. I mean, like obviously they probably know about you now just because, like, dude, the whole lure of it is just fucking hilarious. Like, there's got to be a director somewhere who's like, we should have got him in the next one.
And they fucked up, man. I was more than willing to reprise my role. I know it's a prequel, but I was District 8 hospital helper in the Mockingjay Part 1, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And I was more than willing
As I'm
to come
sure
back
you
to the
know.
prequel as like a kid. I'd shave my face. I'd be like 11 years old or something in it. Try to be.
So, like, if the Hunger Games would have been like, we'll literally pay you $0, you would be on a bus, like, heading there.
I'd be there right now.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, what would you say is like, what would you say for you? This is like one of my favorite questions, but what would you say was like the best day of your life? If you look back on your entire life, what was like the best day of your life?
I don't know about best day, but I definitely know like most important day of my life.
Yeah.
So outside of my own birth, it was when Ray William Johnson covered my QOP video, my QOP video back in 2010. I was making videos for a while. I just started doing gameplay and commentary stuff, and I made a video called "The Most Difficult Game Ever Created." It was QOP. And
oh yeah,
Ray William Johnson talked about it on his channel, and at the time he was the biggest channel on YouTube. And overnight, it grew my channel to like 50K subs. And that changed my whole life. The whole trajectory of my life in an instant changed. That now became something like, oh, I could feasibly keep doing this, and like this could mean something, and it was fucking amazing.
I don't know if
didn't
that's
even
too
know
big.
that. So like, you kind of like, you got like a shout out from one of like the first like big YouTubers ever. That's insane.
Yeah, no, and that changed everything for me. 2010, what a year.
Yeah, bro. I mean, wait. So you were how old at that time?
I was 16 at that time.
Oh my
Would've
god.
been 16.
Did YouTube have like, what are even like the YouTube guidelines? Like, can you even make a YouTube account at 11 and post videos?
I think YouTube is. I don't know, actually. You trying to get me banned or something?
No.
Yeah, is this a leading question?
Dude, no. Okay, my bad.
You working for Susan? Oh, it's not Susan anymore. Neil.
Neil. No, Neil, don't ban him. Dude, cause like, it's so weird because you literally made a YouTube channel when you were a kid, and now you're like literally 29 years old.
Yeah.
So like, bro, majority of your life you've been posting to YouTube.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, like you kind of touched on it, but like, so your original reason for even monetize, like even turning on ads on your channel, like were you kind of like, okay, like if I want this to be my job, I probably have to like make a little bit of money?
No.
Or it was just for charity?
It was just for that. I even to this day, I don't think of it as a job. It's just this creative outlet for me, just a space to get as weird as I want to be and make what I want. And back then, I turned it on just for that. I never wanted it to feel like a job, and so far, it still hasn't, which is very important to me.
Dude, yeah. By the way, are you like sweating because the sun is like beating on your arm?
No, that's just plastic. I just got this finished.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you got another tattoo?
I am. I got my first tattoo when I was 20, and
mine was
I
at
thought I needed
18.
something to like bump up my appearance. You know, everyone loves tattoos, so I was like, I gotta start getting tatted up. Maybe it'll help me look a little bit better. And it's just always, been that. It's like that looks cool.
Dude, if I ever got tattoos, I would go the sleeve route for sure. I think that looks the best.
It looks great.
Yeah, like where I draw the line is like a neck tat. Like that's a little like, okay,
That's too much.
I don't think I could do that. But I mean, do you see
TikTok
yourself
brain.
fully
TikTok
into
brain.
that one day?
No, I
Right
think
there.
one of
Get
the
him.
places I wanna
Get him,
go
TikTok
is
brain.
I want to finish my chest, and I want to do a little more on my back, but I'd probably call it after that.
How expensive are tattoos?
Depends on who you go to. If you go to a really good artist, they'll be really expensive.
The rest of
But,
mine
like,
is
The
$1,200.
guy who does most of my tattoos is a friend of mine. This one was like $400 or something in that ballpark. So
A
it was
hand,
all
yeah,
pretty
400. That's
reasonable
not
for
bad.
the good work.
Considering it's going to be a part of your body forever, that's pretty fair price.
Yeah. I would say if you're going to get a tattoo, it
the
should
hell are
be
you
one
doing?
that you really
Hi,
like and from
buddy
someone
boy.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of a waste.
What would you say
I was
is
like,
your
is there another
biggest-
cat?
What is like your biggest purchase yet? Like, what is like the biggest thing you've ever bought?
So, it has to be our warehouse. I don't think I
Dude,
don't.
that warehouse is fucking sick.
Yeah, it's an incredible space, and we got super lucky with it. I think that's definitely the biggest purchase I've ever made. I don't really buy much in the first place.
Yeah. No, I mean, for me, like, I'm pretty simple. The biggest thing I bought was like a house. Like,
Yeah.
I just buy like essentials, and like, I mean, like, you don't strike me as the type of guy to buy like a Lamborghini at all.
No, I'm not even. I'm not a car guy or anything either.
Dude, yeah, and like, I think it's also just like side thing, but it's kind of just dope that you literally just wear like a white shirt. Like, it's pretty sick. Like, you can get 30 of those from Walmart for like $8.
And that's the strat. That's exactly where they all came from. Is just those Walmart fun packs.
Dude, no, yeah. I mean, bro, that's actually fucking crazy. Cause, bro, like, I feel like a lot of people, especially if somebody has money, the first thing they want to do, most of the time, everybody's different. They want to just spend money, especially on like clothes and stuff. Bro, you've been rocking the same shirt for like 10 years.
Like a little cartoon character for sure. I've been staying in the garb. I've seen you flex some money sometimes. You tell me you don't spend it?
Well, the money I show on stream is prop money. That's not even real money.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Yeah, like,
Okay,
I actually have $0 of cash. I tell my chat, I'm like, this is literally prop money. It's just funny. Because there's one video of me like, dude, there was one video of me. I was listening to Tory Lanez.
I might hop
pretty
off
hammered.
after
I
this
was probably, like,
match.
5 beers
I'm
deep. But,
so
I had,
congested.
like,
It hurts to
$100
talk.
bill. It was
It's
prop
starting to
money.
get really
And I
bad.
took a lighter and lit it on fire.
My
and
throat
it went,
is
like, viral
yeah.
on Twitter. People were like, bro's gonna get arrested.
No excuses.
And
I
was
went
like,
live.
didn't
I
even
went
know this
live.
was illegal.
I keep looking over there for the camera, but I know it's right there. Bitch.
Like, obviously it's prop money, so I was fine. But I was like kind of scared for a little bit because it didn't look like it looked real.
I don't think they'd. Even if it was real, I don't think they'd like scoot in sideways and arrest you. Like, we saw you burn that Ben Franklin. You're going to the slammer.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that.
No, yeah, because dude, I don't know. I've like never gotten like I've stayed out of like drama or whatever, but
Yeah. You've been really good about that.
thank
I
you,
haven't
yeah.
seen you in any big drama or anything.
Yeah, I've
really.
never like I've tried to really steer clear of controversy and shit like that, but that was like probably the coding the line, I'd say, because like people are like, bro, this guy's burning money, and then there's people that are like, bro, there's people that would kill for that. It's like, dude, this is literally prop money. Like I can grab it right now. It literally says like motion picture films on it. Yeah. So, but I was.
Ooh, bitch!
I always do the wildest shit. When
See
I'm
that
doing
shot?
tournaments.
Come on now.
Antics are
Stop
fire.
playing
You
with
send
me,
the voice
boy.
memo to, like, a voice memo. Wow, I sound like such a.
But yeah, this might be my
Yeah,
last
also,
match.
when you send, like, a
We'll see
voice
if the
message to, like,
trio's
the people
done
you
or
play
not.
against, that shit
Oh,
is
I think
fire.
there's one more
Yeah,
after
no,
this.
Dude, it's like I said, man. I love the idea of just like really.
All right,
getting
after
in
that
people's
next
heads and,
one,
like,
then
I
I'm
wanna,
done
like,
for
when
the
I'm playing
night.
a
God
tournament against them,
damn
I
it,
wanna ruin
man.
their night. Like I want them to sleep in bed and be like, "Wow, I got fucking shit on tonight in this tournament in front of thousands of people." That brings me more joy than like a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, do I? When
Yeah.
Pokemon Unite came out, I'm a big proponent of going into kids' games and ruining it for the kids. I want to make sure that they are absolutely miserable. Pokemon Unite comes out, I am stomping. I am absolutely putting my foot on these kids' throats, and I felt so good about that. I was letting them know right away, the world's not fair, so get ready, Junior.
Dude, bro, nothing has taught me more about life than video games. When I was 11 years old, he can attest to it. When I loaded up Call of Duty,
Come
Black
on,
Ops
I
2
can't
hardcore
climb
search
over
and destroy,
this.
because in core search and destroy there was party chat, but in hardcore, everyone was forced into game chat. And I have this dude who's 37 years old. He just got off the night shift, and he's telling me he's gonna fuck my mom. And I'm 11.
That's original Xbox Live, 2000, circa like 2004 probably for me. I think I told this story recently. I was playing, I think it was Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 2
Oh
Summit
my
Strike.
God, you played other Tom Clancy's titles?
That's right.
Insane.
I know. On the original Xbox. And there was some real mean guy in there, and I'm still a kid, and he's, you know, I'm still out there. People insult me all the time, say all that. I'm used to it. I'm getting thick skin
fuck?
already.
Where are we supposed to
But
go?
I'm still, you know, I'm a junior here, so I'm still learning. And this guy gets really heated, and he says, "I'm gonna give it to your mom hardcore tonight for you being a little asshole." I panicked so hard, 'cause
Dude,
I thought he was
believed him.
I thought he was assassinating my mom. I didn't know he was talking about like blowing her back out. So I left the game, turned it off, and I went to my mom. I was like, "Mom, look." And I explained to her what happened. I was like, "He said he's gonna give it to you hardcore tonight. I'm so sorry." I'm still thinking that he was threatening her life.
Bro,
And
dude.
I look back on that and I'm like, damn, my mom must have really thought that was an unhealthy medium.
Bro, that builds character. And then like when I see like fucking old heads on the news talking about like, oh, gaming is horrible. Like in GTA, it promotes stealing cars and fucking strippers. It's like, dude, GTA and Call of Duty Black Ops 2, that's going to teach you more about real life than real life will, to be honest. When you're 10 years old and there's some dude who's like, dude, I'm gonna bang your mom tonight. Like, bro, I cried that night. Like, I
It's
was
a
like,
lot.
yeah.
It's a lot to take in, but I think it's important. I actually do think you need some thicker skin sometimes where, like, you need to be exposed to one guy being mean to you on the Xbox.
Yeah.
It was like, my name back then was Fast Fighter, and I used to try and make friends on these games. I still remember there was this one guy named Elite Lion, and I couldn't read. I was basically an illiterate loser, but I kept calling him Elite Leon. And eventually he turns his mic back on, and he just goes in on me for it. And I felt so fucking bad. But you bet your ass I went and studied. I'm like, all right, this is Elite Lion. And I'm doing my homework. I'm like, I'm never making this mistake again.
Yeah. Dude, that's fucking insane. Would you say like, okay, this is like a double-sided question, but would you say like, do you want to have kids when you're older? And if you did have kids, would you throw them into gaming like pretty early?
I haven't really thought too much about having.
Come on,
kids, to be
Speed.
honest.
Wait
It's
for
not
me,
something
man.
I'm
Wait for
really
me.
thinking about in the immediate future.
Yeah.
But I do think.
Don't know what I'm
in
doing.
the current climate of things, it'd be smart just to let your kids start playing games. Like I remember when I was growing up, my parents were never big about like, hey, stop with the games. This is, you know, ruining your brain or whatever. But I know there are people like that. But I think right now, more than ever, just let them experiment. If there's a game they really like, maybe they get really good out of it, make a career out of it. So if I ever did have kids, I'd absolutely start them on like a Rocket League training regimen and create like a fucking prodigy.
Yeah.
I would engineer that kid
Yeah.
to be like the best.
That's
I've
pretty
literally
funny,
thought about that
actually.
before,
Yeah.
like just forming a professional player.
Yeah,
Like
from scratch,
Yeah,
like out of clay.
At like 3 years old, he's like playing the Wii. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like right into it. No, because Dude, I feel
I'd
like
start doing their homework for them so they'd have more time gaming.
yeah, no, yeah, literally. Because like I feel like gaming, dude, and obviously it's cool because like, bro, you're a big gamer, bro. I feel like without gaming, I would have been like pretty lost. I'd say like I was into sports and stuff, but bro, like the thing I've loved about gaming and always will, I'll probably be gaming when I'm 50, to be honest. Like obviously, bro, the world around you, like for the most part, it's pretty depressing. Like it's pretty bleak. Like when you turn on the news, you're just seeing shit. But like gaming is just like it's an escape of like, bro, you just focus on what's in front of you. And it's
What
like,
the
vortex.
fuck?
You forget about everything.
What
Important.
the
Escapism, I
fuck?
think, is important. I don't think anything should be vilified for that. Gaming, I think,
Jesus.
is integral. For me, especially. Like, that was like my main social life was through gaming on Xbox Live. That's where I met lifelong friends and stuff. Like, it was important. So I think absolutely a very big part of my life and the life of many others.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, like for me, I mean, when I was in school, and by the way, what was like your high school GPA?
It was pretty high. It was pretty good. I used to just fall asleep through classes, but if you just did the homework, you'd get like pretty medium grades. And I think I was like a 3.4 student or something like that.
The way I always like saw school, and like it's a beautiful fucking model, is like you can like pretty much get like you can shit the bed on tests, but if you turn in all your homework, you'll get a C.
You're pretty much set, which is what I did too.
Dude, because I mean, like you're like a little like you're not.
When
even
does he
old,
want
you're
what?
you're a little bit
Jesus
older than me, but,
Christ!
back when I was in school,
Fuck!
like it was the best fucking system ever. We had a
Where's my
Snapchat
weapon?
group chat for every class. There was always the 2 or 3 really smart kids, like 4.0 GPAs. They would just take a picture of the homework.
No,
and boom,
you're
you were all
good.
set.
What heroes did they
What
pay
the
for it?
fuck? I can't
Bro,
pick out
no,
my.
they were
Oh
just
my.
the coolest
Where's my
people
backpack?
ever.
There it is, boy.
Like, cause I remember there was a Spanish class, and like, I obviously now the bad part is you're gonna fail every test if you're just copying a kid's homework.
Yeah, it's fine though.
But dude, I'll take the 70 and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Because like with school, when I was in school, I was fucking miserable. So all I looked forward to was just going home, playing Fortnite, playing R6, playing COD. Like that was all I looked forward to. Like that was my happiness when I was a kid. So like for you, would you say you enjoyed school, you hated it, or you were just kind of like impartial?
Super indifferent. Like I didn't hate it mainly because I'd just sleep through it. I legitimately slept through pretty much every class I ever had.
I need to
That was
piss
just, like,
so
basically
bad.
nap time for me most of the time. I was pretty miserable outside of that though because I didn't make meaningful connections with people. Like everyone was friendly with me, but I never like hung out with people aside from Matt from time to time. And we're like even on our basketball team, like doing basketball after school. But outside of that,
Oh
it
yeah,
was
he
really
plays
just,
a
I
lot of
go in there and
basketball.
I'm just going through the motions. I didn't really have like a ton of close friends or anything, and I hated like the academia side of it. But overall, I just didn't participate. I was just asleep.
Dude, so like I mean I'm just guessing, but like in high school you were not like the party type at all.
No,
Yeah.
no, I was super reclusive. Yeah, I was not the party type. I was a weirdo. I was a very uncomfortable person to be around. No, you didn't. I'll call Matt out. In high school, after junior year, you and I stopped hanging out because you were too focused on basketball, and I wasn't good enough. Yeah, but that means you didn't like me. You would have taken me training with you. Was that? Yeah, you might be right.
Dude, you go fucking like pretty hard on basketball nowadays, right?
Oh, I love basketball. I've always loved basketball.
Dude, yeah, because I remember like the first time I pulled up to the warehouse, like the first thing I saw was just fucking huge ass basketball court, and I was like, that's kind of a curveball.
Oh, he went to his place?
So like, are you like how often do you play basketball, and like, would you say you're good?
I'm decent. Like I wouldn't say like I'm super good. Like I'm a good shooter most of the time, but outside of that, at my height, it's hard to be super physical like in the paint or anything. So I'm kind of a one-trick pony, wheel and deal or shoot a three. And I play at least, well, I was playing once a week, but now it's been a little while. We've been on a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah,
I need
was
to
like that,
piss.
like, when I
I'm
was
sorry, I
golfing
need
a
to
lot, I
piss.
would golf like once, twice a week.
Who
and I
cares?
just
I need to
fell out of
hold-
it, like I just got like lazy. But like, do you watch sports at all?
I've been watching a lot of basketball
Be right
again
back.
recently, but there was a long
Oh my
period
God,
where I
it
just
got
stopped
cold.
watching sports altogether. But now I'm back into basketball.
Yeah. Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, so I definitely believe in aliens. I don't believe they've ever come to Earth, though. I know they're out there in the cosmos somewhere, but I don't think they've ever been here.
So you're not like, Because there are people who have like reported like UFO sightings. Like you think they're just on like acid or something?
No, I think a lot of it's sleep paralysis. Where I think a lot of times they have a sleep paralysis incident. They see aliens. They're like, holy shit, they're in my butt. Oh my god, that kind of thing, and it's not real. And aliens didn't actually get in there and start probing or anything. I think there's no real compelling evidence that there's ever been aliens that have visited Earth.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the universe is just too gigantic to think that we're the only
Yeah,
life form.
I think that's asinine to think that we're alone in the universe. I think there's absolutely life out there. It might not be as grand as we picture it, where they're like 3 titties, like advanced ships and all
This
that.
guy's in the shot, by the way. He's like right. I mean, we gotta cut that. Well, him. I mean, you don't want to have his face in there. Run it. So yeah, we'll just keep it all. Whatever. Yeah, no, but like, because when you see someone who has like claim they have a UFO sighting, it probably is sleep paralysis, or just like hard drugs, or like psychosis. Because it is pretty insane to think that aliens have like flown over Earth.
I don't see how there's ever been a sighting that is like, wow, those are aliens. Like, why would their technology to get here is so unfathomable that I don't think we would even be able to comprehend it if they came here. Like, that is so beyond our understanding of the universe just to reach us. I don't think they would ever show themselves if they did, because why would they? They'd disrupt this planet, like it wouldn't make sense. And if they wanted to kill us or something, we'd be dead right now, and our weapons wouldn't do shit to them. At that level of technology, it'd be shooting spitballs.
So you're basically saying that like if we went to war with aliens, we'd get fucking...
It wouldn't even be close. If the aliens made it here and declared war, we'd be done. We'd have nothing unless they're like allergic to memes or some shit. I guess then we'd have a chance, but otherwise we're so fucked.
Yeah, we would beat them in like eating food, I think.
Yeah, I guess maybe War of the Worlds logic. Our blood gives them diseases.
Yeah. No, that's a great point because they're so fucking far away. If they had the technology to get here,
yeah,
bro,
it'd be over.
It'd be GG. Yeah.
But I do think like even the aliens that are out there, if they're watching, like I think what they are is like insectoid. I think they're like little insects. I think they're fucking revolting. I bet. I highly doubt they're hot. They're probably not fuckable. No 3 titties. No big advanced spaceships. No big colonies. I think it's just gonna be like really underwhelming if we ever see them in terms of like what they look like.
Yeah, dude. Because like, do you remember like 2 years ago when people were like, "Oh, we're gonna raid Area 51"? Do you remember when that was everywhere?
I remember that.
Like, and then it just never happened because everyone would get like gunned
Jesus
down. Probably.
fucking Christ,
they
man.
The whole idea, yeah.
They would all get massacred.
Yeah.
I'll just say this:
so
dating is so fucking
obviously,
hard.
We're never gonna do that. And like, what do you even think about like a place like Area 51? Like, what? Because why is it so like secretive and private?
Like, 'cause it's still a government base that probably has a lot of like big secrets when it comes to their technology. They don't want.
But
like,
no, there's no aliens there.
No, I don't think there's any aliens there. That'd be unbelievable to me. An alien coming to Earth and dying, I think, is so unlikely. Because if they reach here, how the fuck are they just gonna crash into this planet? Like, no way. There's no way that would happen, and there's no way we would have killed an alien. We're way too weak in the technological food chain for that.
Yeah, no, we would get fucking murked by aliens.
Exactly.
100%. That's a great point too. So like, do you believe in like ghosts, like evil spirits?
No, I'm not a big paranormal believer. I'm always open to be proven wrong. Like, I'd love if there was like some kind of like confirmation of like ghosts or whatever.
Fucking annoying, man.
But again, that's just one of those things where I've never seen anything compelling. That's always so like individual, anecdotal stuff where people are like, my grandmammy passed away and old Mima's spirit would walk around closing the cabinets like she used to. I swear to God. And it's like, I mean, I guess you might believe that, but how am I supposed to take your word for it?
It is always so anecdotal every time, but like I feel like if there's so much different cases of anecdotal, there's got to be like something.
No, not necessarily though. Like, you can absolutely convince yourself of things. Like, if you just hear things enough, you start to believe it, and you can absolutely like convince yourself, even if it's not like mass hysteria to a certain extent, where like it's just a shared belief of something being true that's just not true. And like, I think that's a lot of the paranormal stuff, or just wanting to believe. Like, it's comforting to know, like, hey, Meemaw passed away, but she's down here closing those fucking cabinets again. It's comforting. So people latch onto it.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, I'm getting the sense that like you're very analytical and like numbers oriented kind of.
Not necessarily, like I'm not even really like necessarily numbers oriented. It's just I've never seen anything compelling, because if there is some kind of spirits, why are they so fucking weak? All they can do is move chairs or drop plates or something like that. Or if they possess someone, all they can do is scream and whine and moan, right? Like I feel like if they're there, they'd be able to do so much more. Okay, to turn it back, are you a believer in the paranormal? Have you had an experience you want to share?
Is that JYNXZI's house?
I've never had a paranormal experience.
I like the lighting in
I've
that
never had an
house. This
experience
is
where
the
I was like,
photographer in me
that
coming
was
out. I
fucking
love the
wild,
lighting
but
in his
I do-
house.
I'm a believer in people, I guess. So like
So you take
Motherfucker.
people at their word then.
Yeah, when
Okay.
there's like millions of different people that all have their own specific story, someone's got to be like right?
Maybe.
I mean,
I
maybe
mean,
not, right?
no.
But I'm more of a believer in people, right? So like, not that I believe everybody I hear, but I've heard like a lot of stories, and they're all like they sound like it checks out. I've never had something where I'm like, wow, what the? But yeah,
That's wholesome though, that you have that trust in people to be telling
Yeah.
the truth, or like, hey, he might be onto something.
Yeah.
I think that's sweet. Nothing wrong with that.
would you say people are like generally good or like generally like bad or evil?
That's hard.
That is
It's
really
hard
hard.
to say.
I was
I'd
gonna say
say-
bad, but I don't know.
Generally good.
I think the same thing.
I think when people come into the world, they're coming in a clean slate, but tend to lean on a positive side. It's only through like learned experiences and learned activity that they become bad. Though I did read like a really convincing argument. You know what babies love more than anything is watching someone get hurt. Like babies laugh
Yeah, they
really
laugh.
hard when people
What?
fall and shit. So maybe there is something in our DNA where it's like, shit, that's kind of people
Yeah.
getting hurt. It's kind of cool.
No, yeah, because like I mean, dude, I remember like my one of my like family members, like they had a baby, and anytime I would like fall or slip, it got to the point where like, because I would entertain her when like other people were like not home, so like I'd have to take care of her. But like I would like slap myself in the face, and she would love it. Like,
Yo, you were doing like Charlie Chaplin
Yeah.
routines for her.
like so, because I think what you just said is like really fucking based. Because to be honest, bro,
God damn, man.
people like whenever you see someone where like maybe they're like a great person, maybe they're a horrible person, they didn't get there all alone.
Exactly.
Everyone is just, I think, like psychologically, I think everyone is a victim of like circumstance, whether it's a victim or their benefit. Like for me, like I feel like if my parents weren't the people they were, like I could be fucking selling drugs at the corner of a CVS, but I had really good parents. I was nurtured. They loved me from the jump. They always supported me no matter what. So like it built me into the person I am now. But I don't blame people. Like I feel like everyone is where they are for a reason.
Yeah, product of their environment, I think in a lot of cases. Sometimes I think there's extenuating circumstances like mental things. Like
Yeah.
there are some people that are born with a disadvantage, like that lean towards being more like inclined to do something bad. Like I don't know if you're familiar with Richard Kuklinski, the Iceman killer.
No.
This is getting kind of deep. I took a criminology class. He was born into a terrible family. Everything that could go wrong with the household went wrong. But he also was born with
God
antisocial
damn,
personality
man.
disorder, which made
Fucking
him
annoying.
more
Not the
numb
game,
to the
sorry.
kind
I'm
of things he was doing. So I think there are some factors like internally that can lead to that. But for the most part, I think most people are kind of raised into the person they become, not necessarily born that way.
Yeah, dude, that's... Bro, I didn't even...
Shake it off,
because
Ethan.
My favorite course in school ever was psychology. Like, I barely graduated, but like, even my grade in psychology was terrible, but I was so interested
It's
in all the
interesting,
subjects.
yeah.
Like, did you ever like learn about like the, did you ever learn about like the Russian sleep experiment? You ever learn about
Yeah,
that?
the Russian
That is-
sleep. That's a famous one.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff. Like, I'm like pretty loose on it because it was a couple years ago. But there was like this jail thing where like, I forget what it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you
Where,
talking
like,
about the prisoner's dilemma?
they basically got like a bunch of college students, and like some of them would act as like
Whoa.
jailers, and then other ones would be prisoners. It was like a real thing, and I forgot like what even the goal was, but it was interesting. But like, what would you say is like your favorite thing you've learned about in like the psychological world? Because you were talking about like the Iceman thing, but like anything else like that stands out to you?
God.
I don't know, because
Fuck.
like case by case. I don't think there's anything like overarching that I find super fascinating. But when you hear about certain individuals and you learn about how they get to
I
the
might
way
have
they
to
are, I
end
always find that to
stream.
be somewhat fascinating. I don't know if there's anything in particular I'd point to as being my
You
favorite.
just enjoy it overall.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. I like learning about things and learning about people. So seeing others break it down into a easy to understand and digest thing is always kind of fun.
Okay, interesting.
Fucking annoying, man.
Okay, little change of speed, but like you said, I mean, bro, obviously you've been
It
around, like you've been on YouTube for so long. You've gotten into like some like drama or whatever.
Yeah,
but
of course.
What would you say is like what stands out to you as like the funniest drama you've ever been in? Like where you look back at it and you're like, this was
Probably Sneeko.
hilarious. 'Cause
Sneeko.
I have mine,
Say
but I'll
it.
let you go
Sneeko.
first.
Sneeko.
Damn, hold on. That's
Sneeko.
a good question.
Sneeko. Come on.
I've covered so much shit.
I know, and that's the thing. Like when you're covering so much shit, you get into so much shit.
Yeah, like there's just so much to. You go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna let mine
Also,
ruminate for a
also,
moment.
motherfuckers. Oh wait.
So me personally,
Also,
like,
motherfuckers.
for- 'cause
I'm
I've
not
even gotten,
crying.
like,
I'm
in
just
disputes with
fucking
people, but, like, for
frustrated.
me, like when I was watching your channel,
Dating is
I
just
think
so
the
hard
funniest drama
at
ever
my
where I was laughing my ass off was the Sneeko shit. Because
Yes,
obviously
the
back and
Sneeko
forth,
shit.
and I still don't even like. I kind of know what started it. It was about like the QT's show or whatever, which whatever. That's like a year ago. But like the part that made it fucking hilarious was the Meat Canyon video on. That was the
great
cherry
video.
on fucking top, dude. Like, but for you, what would you say stands out as like the funniest drama you look back on?
That whole timeline with that Sneeko stuff was really an interesting period for sure. If I had to choose the one that I think about from time to time as like, I can't believe this happened, there was a guy and he made this video essay about how I'm a, what was it? Some kind of like Illuminati sleeper agent. And he used these like really weird connections about my white shirt representing the base level consciousness and how I'm like peddling this deep state like shadow government agenda.
What
it was
the
like the most
fuck?
unhinged conspiratorial rant I could have ever envisioned, and he did it earnestly. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And I don't even know if it's really drama because I didn't really engage with it per
What
se.
the
I
fuck?
was captivated by how
I was blown away
you're
by
like,
it.
this guy's fucked.
We actually talked to him on the on our podcast at one point.
What?
And he
You
was
sat down with him?
Yeah, well, over video call or over voice call, but he was so unhinged that I couldn't put it on YouTube because of the things he was saying. Like he
Oh my
really
God.
believed some of the most horrid stuff ever that I couldn't believe a human being could fall victim to. He actually passed away as well, which is even crazier to add on top of all of that.
And how old was he when he passed?
God, I have no idea.
Like, was he older guy?
No, he was a younger
I wondered
guy.
when
He
this
wasn't
took
that old.
place.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that
Also,
whole
sorry about that.
series,
I
like,
was just-
from that my white shirt being some kind of clue into him.
It's just
that I was, like,
frustrating
a
at my age
conspiratorial guy,
dating. It's
all the way
just
to
fucking
meeting him and
hard,
hearing
man. That's all I'll
awful
say.
stuff.
Don't grow
Really
up.
Awful stuff. And then
You'll see. Well,
that to me
don't
is one
get
of
me
those,
into
like,
it.
I can't
Whatever.
believe this shit happened.
Let's do
dramas.
this shit. Last
Dude,
match.
The human mind is a beautiful thing. You were saying it 10 minutes ago. You can convince yourself of fucking anything.
Yeah.
bro. I mean, if you really go hard enough on it, like.
Who
I
we
mean, bro, I
waiting
remember,
on?
Like, it was like circulating around TikTok. Like, people were talking about like how the Super Bowl's rigged because you look at like the colors.
Oh, yep.
Do you think sports are rigged?
No, I don't. So this is, I don't know if this is a hot take, but I don't think sports are rigged, but I do think the officials are getting more and more corrupt. I think they're getting paid from like external forces, whether it's teams or like really prolific gamblers. I think they are getting paid to make worse calls.
Yeah.
And so they are
Oh.
absolutely in someone's pocketbook, but I don't think the actual sport itself is rigged. I just think it's the officiating that is really corrupt right now.
Yeah, I think that's another like thing I 100% agree with because I think the players are playing their fucking hearts out. If
Absolutely.
you think about it, there's been thousands of NFL players. Someone would have came forward by now.
And that's the thing.
Stay
of
away from the main
conspiracies, like, a lot of
objective
these really big
area.
ones.
Distract the
There are
robots
so many
outside
people
with
that would have to be
Skippy.
clued
Why?
in and keeping their lips sealed
Okay.
shut on it that it's unfathomable.
Yeah.
For sports, you have so many team members, like even the custodial staff would have to know, everyone would have to know ahead of time that it's scripted, and all of them are not blowing the lid on it. That's impossible.
Yeah.
If it was scripted, we'd know.
Tool,
But
best
like you were saying,
band.
though, it's
I
very
want to
easy
tell him that
talk to
too,
one
but
ref because that ref has
that-
so I can
much
escort
control.
the
so much
scientists
power.
on
If you
Cata-
can just get
Oh,
one
pro
ref
strats.
on
You
your
got it.
paycheck, you can change the outcome of that game.
Yeah, and like like you said, like you have like your prolific gamblers or whatever. Like you always look for who benefits.
Yeah.
So like even if you're looking at like people are betting on like whatever a spread or something, and like some fucking guy in a suit in Vegas is telling this ref like, we'll give you X amount of money if you just throw a couple 50-50 calls. Don't make it obvious.
Yeah.
But like any of those 50-50 calls, because I mean, I don't know how deep you're into like sports, but I think it was Saints Rams. Right?
Oh, no. Did I just fuck it all up?
It was
oh,
the
okay.
most disgusting.
Oh, you're talking about the Super
Okay.
Bowl.
I think it was it Super Bowl? NFC
Yeah,
Championship. NFC
championship.
Championship. It was the most disgusting no call I've ever seen. Like, I could have got my grandma to ref and she would have thrown a flag. Like, and it didn't get called.
Should I watch that?
When I saw that, I started thinking like, okay, there's something going on here.
Well, have you seen how bad it is in
I don't
basketball
even
now?
fuck
In
with sports
basketball,
like
it's
that.
just getting
I'm
worse and worse.
being 100%. I don't fuck with sports like
The
that.
problem with basketball is there's so much gray area with a foul. Like, because at the end of the day, right? If
Oh
I'm
yeah,
5'11",
optical illusions. My
like,
coach
I
used to
weigh
talk about
160.
that.
If LeBron James is barreling down the lane and he's going for a layup, the only way to contest LeBron James is I have to foul him. So like, I feel like so much of it is just to interpretation. Like, this was a charge, this was a blocking foul, this was a carry. Like, I feel like basketball, there's so much gray area.
There is, but there's some blatant ones too. Like
Oh
you
my
mentioned
God.
no calls. Oh my God! In basketball, some of those no calls are a real fucking head scratcher, man. Like it has to be this ref is paid. Like that's the only explanation that makes sense because it's not like their eyes are closed. Like they saw it.
Bro, and these guys have been reffing for 20, 30 fucking years.
It's their career.
Oh,
I don't know if it's,
shit.
like, their full-blown career. I know quite a few refs have other jobs, but even still, like they're professional. They've been in it for so long. They know.
Fuck!
Yeah, I mean,
Where's
bro,
Skippy?
these
I thought he
guys
was supposed to
knocked
be out
like,
here.
Every question. Do you have a question for me?
Yeah, brother. Hit me with your wackiest hot takes. Because I've been getting some sensing from you that you're into some interesting stuff that I'd like to hear about.
Okay, I love that question. So I do think the moon landing was fake.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not
TikTok
like a flat
brain.
earther. I
That's
know you
fucking
probably heard
TikTok
about people
brain.
like,
Come on.
Birds aren't real. Whatever. I
Oh,
don't
shit.
think we landed on the moon. That's
Okay.
I'm a fucking, maybe I'm an idiot or maybe I'm a genius. That's the beauty of it.
Oh my
Other
fucking
than
God!
that, I do think sports are pretty rigged. I think the players, they're playing their heart out. I think the coaches are coaching. I do think like sports are rigged.
You
and,
don't
like,
think it's scripted though?
I don't think it's scripted.
Okay.
I
But you think it's okay?
like I mean,
Oh, it does
obviously,
one
you know, I
rocket?
look at everything
Oh
logically,
my
like, 'cause I'm
God,
in the
that's
NFL, I see the
terrible.
Super Bowl, and I like this is just me. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. I'm just a fucking.
Come on,
idiot.
come on.
Like,
Ah!
I'm like trying to sell the most tickets, sell the most jerseys. I would want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Not that I even think the Chiefs. It didn't even look rigged. Like they kind of just outplayed everybody they played against. But like, if I was the NFL, I'd be like, let's do whatever we can to get the Chiefs to the Super
Give
Bowl.
them the best
Let's get the
opportunity.
Swifties in the stadium that night, right?
Yeah.
Because it makes the most sense. Like I mean, I think you've probably seen, but like Travis Kelce's jerseys have sold like 1,000% of what it was a year ago. Like,
Yep.
it makes sense for them. Like they're trying to make money. I get
Absolutely.
it. But I don't think they script games. I mean, I definitely think, like you said, like there's a lot of gray area. Some refs are corrupt, some aren't. But you know, that's just life, I guess. But I'd say my biggest hot take is probably, yeah, I don't believe in the moon landing. I mean, what? Okay, give me a question. Like, what do you? I do believe in ghosts because I believe in people. I haven't had a ghost experience. But give me a question of like, what's something you think I could be like 50-50 on?
What?
It's hard to
That's-
think, bro.
Yeah,
that's-
what?
That's a tough one on the spot.
Yeah.
Take your time, man. I'll fucking. I'm an open
Elon
book.
Musk. Are you an Elon Musk stan?
Dude, okay, so I fuck with a lot of the shit Elon Musk did. Like, the one thing I always fuck with about Elon Musk is like when he went on, like he took over Twitter, and apparently like he did a horrible job on Twitter from what I've heard from a lot of people, but whatever. The one thing I liked that Elon Musk did was he did unban like a lot of people. Like he unbanned Andrew Tate, and I'm not saying I fucking love Andrew Tate. I'm not saying that at all, but I do love the idea of like anyone should be
That's
able to
gonna be
yap,
clipped.
Right? I think if you're an idiot or a genius, anyone should be given the freedom to just yap, right? Unless it gets to the point to where like it might be dangerous, right? To where like people are in danger.
Oh,
But when he started
shit.
like, unbanning people, I fucked with that a lot.
Yeah,
but
so
I'm-
you're against censorship then?
I'm against
Yeah.
censorship completely. I think anyone should be able to do whatever they want. I'm not. Now, let me.
Within
I'm not saying
reason.
I'm going to spark up the Twitch stream tonight and pull out my dick. I'm not saying that's dangerous. There's nothing good that comes from that. But if there's a guy that a lot of people like hearing and a lot of people resonate with what he's saying, let him go. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. But like, what do you think of Elon Musk?
So I don't really like Elon Musk. There's a couple things he's done that I do like. Like he
Yeah.
actually did make a real effort against like all of the. This might
Come
be
on.
demonetized. You might want to censor, but like all the that used to like
Yeah.
infest Twitter. I know there's like a ton of open pedophiles on there, and from what I understand, he actually made like a lot of improvements to get rid of that. So that's good. I also am against censorship, so
I wish that thing had more ammo. Oh, well,
Within reason,
that's one of the
because he unbanned
upgrades.
The guy who spread.
Guess I gotta read through the lines.
He unbanned an account that literally did that. So like there is within reason, like you said, there's certain things that you shouldn't be able to do.
There's certain things that are dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing I liked is that he took out a lot of bloat at Twitter. They had like way too many employees for what they actually do, and I think that's a huge problem in the tech space and why we're seeing so much of this happening all at once, where everyone's getting laid off. I think that sucks for everybody. Like everyone overhired during COVID, all of these tech industries, they just took in so many people. Like Twitch is laying off all their staff. Everyone's doing that now, and I hate to see that. But I mean, that's a mistake they shouldn't have ever made in the first place, and now those people are in a much worse position for it. So Elon Musk doing that first, so that way those people could find other jobs, I think is probably the right call. So that way they can start working towards a longer career and like an actual.
I know it's a pistol. It does a lot of
I
armor
think it's
penetration.
cringe. I think Elon Musk is like an embarrassing person to read things from. When he speaks, it makes me nauseous. Like he is so like unlikable as a person. I just do not really fuck with him.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's not that you like hate Elon Musk. You're just saying like you can't vibe with him.
He's just cringy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like his memes suck. The way he speaks is awful. Like I don't know. He's the kind of guy that I would imagine deserves to be bullied. You know what I mean? Like he deserves like a couple wedgies, like a swirly or two.
I mean, I think he's. I mean, I get what you're saying. He does do some like really awkward, cringy shit.
Yeah.
The coolest thing I thought he did was like he went on like the Joe Rogan podcast and he was just smoking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, and then he
Like,
went home and he immediately tanked Tesla's stock price.
Yeah.
Because he's just a fucking meme lord guy, but
Bro,
like in the cringiest way.
Have you ever taken like an IQ test or anything?
No, I haven't.
Dude, I feel like your IQ would be like pretty high.
No, I don't think so.
dude.
Not at all.
I mean, you're humble, but
Blazing.
I mean, just hearing the way you describe things is, bro. That's why people fucking love your videos. Is my favorite part about your videos is when you give the 25-second intro of like, what shit am I about to watch?
Yes,
Like,
dude.
rundown, and it's like just funny as fuck.
I
dude.
love doing the stupid intros. I got another one. Kick. What do you think about Kick?
That's a great
Oh.
question. So I think I've thought about this so much. First off, I love that fucking question. Second, I think Kick was the best thing for Twitch ever because before Kick, and like Rumble's not really like, I don't think anyone at Twitch is worrisome of Rumble. Like who the fuck is gonna load up Rumble and watch a stream? Besides the point, I think Kick was the best possible thing for Twitch because before Kick, Twitch could kind of do whatever and there was no competition, right? Because Twitch could kind of just like, they could enforce rules. And I remember you did a video on it. I actually reacted to your video on it on stream. This was like 6-7 months ago, but or no, like 4 or 5 months ago. You were talking about how like basically
It's fucking
Twitch was
impossible.
implementing the dumbest fucking thing ever. They rolled it back like the next day. They were gonna start taking cuts of ad revenue and sponsorships. And you had a great take. You were like, a lot of streamers like, and it's true, like sponsorships is like a majority of their revenue. Like, and they wanted to take a cut of it. They wanted to like make it a certain size. And I honestly think if Kick wasn't
Sorry,
around, it
you
would've
guys
just
know
left their
I'm
nuts hang,
getting
because
sick.
Where else are you gonna go other than Twitch if you want to stream? Like YouTube is great, but YouTube will always be a video platform first. That's YouTube's biggest problem. Twitch is, if you want to watch live streams, you go to Twitch. So like, I don't personally think I would ever go to Kick because I just don't have any desire to, but I love the fact that they're a thing because
The competition,
it makes Twitch better. Like competition makes everything better. Competition is like, that's like the part of why, like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big capitalist, but capitalism is breeded off of competition. You want to make the best product, you got to compete with these guys. So if before Twitch had no competition, so I love the fact that Twitch has competition.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing to have. What do you think about the culture of Kick, though?
I think it is the worst. I think it's the worst thing I've ever tuned into. So the culture of Kick and like their biggest selling point was like, we're gonna let it fly. Like, and I'm like, okay, like it's pretty easy to remain in the TOS of Twitch. Like, but like I'm sure, I mean, you're pretty deep into the internet. Like I'll go on Kick from time to time. Like if I just want to like rot my brain, it's my go-to. So like a lot of it is just like IRL streaming where like, let's punch this guy in the face and see what happens.
Yep.
It's like, can we like make content, guys? Like, what even is this? And then there's like,
Yeah,
I
we
do
lose.
hate the
Yeah.
culture of it. Like, I don't think it's healthy at all. There are some kick streamers who like are really good streamers, like Your Age, if you know
Yeah,
Your
there's
Age.
some good streamers
He's a
on there.
great fucking streamer.
I agree. It's not all bad.
Yeah, that guy, like, he's a good streamer. He has a good community. He has a good head on his shoulders. He's similar to you. Like, a lot of his takes, he does his research. He, like, gives an honest, unbiased take. And I've always fucked with him. So, like, when he went to kick, I was like, bro, that's like, this, he's an actual, real OG
This is
streamer
hard.
that gets it. But I think the vibe of it is, like, this is the vibe of kick right now. Move to Miami, buy a streaming backpack, and just punch someone in the face. And
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
working.
the meta.
So, but yeah, what do you think of kick?
So I like the competition. Like I said, I think
Yeah.
it's invaluable. If you have more competitors in the space, everyone benefits. Like all of the like actual users benefit. But man, that culture on Kick is awful. That shit is terrible. And it's so weird because they could easily do something about it. Like I mention this guy all the time, but I can't fucking stand this guy. He's a criminal. His name is Suspendus.
Oh, well,
Do you know who
it
that is?
crashed.
No.
So this guy, he's just an actual
Same.
scourge
Yeah,
on
my
society. I
game
think this
crashed.
guy's a
That's
fucking
it.
mess.
The stream has been terrible tonight. Sorry, bro. No, it's cool. My phone's getting...